Hey, I'm out and about, man, taking care of some business in this early part of the morning, but I figured I'd just pull over and chop it up because I want to give my reaction to the fights last night. Joshua Greer taking his second loss, and I mean, he learned some things in this fight, man. I think that he's going to learn a lot from taking his loss to Mike Plania. The guy came in all business, man. I didn't know nothing about the guy like that, but from the start, the dude looked just much bigger than Joshua Greer. Of course, he had the height, the reach, the size on him, and he was not shook of Joshua Greer at all. Um, it was times where he didn't really do a whole lot of moving at all. He was just waiting for Joshua Greer to come to him and do something so he can counter the hell out of him with the hook, And Joshua Greer kept his right hand low in the early part, and it was costing him. It cost him majorly, and it can be discouraging when you go down that early. You go down on the scorecards. A knockdown, that's scoring. So already he had that, and he did pretty good in the second and third to kind of work his way back. I thought he probably pulled those 2 rounds out after that to try to even it up, but he ended up getting caught again. Being lazy, standing in front of him, and being at a distance because dude, he need distance to really land that hook. And we saw towards the end of the fight, the later part. Hold on, let me drop the What's up, Charles? If you want to jump on, man, I'll drop the link. If I don't know you, ain't jumping on. But yeah, anybody that want to jump on and get a reaction as well. For the ones that's tuning in that's new to this channel, you can sub, hit the bell, and we just giving our reaction to Joshua Greer getting his second loss. But I don't think it's the end for him. I mean, anybody who was watching that fight knows that he made the adjustments, and had he had another round or two, he might have dropped him and maybe stopped Plenty because Plenty was gassed, and all Greer had to do was go to the body. If he had done that early, just been on the inside working him, he would have got Plenty out of there. I think would have got him out of there, but he lost. He lost, and I didn't agree with the scorecard being that wide, but because I thought it was a much closer fight. It was a much closer fight because even though Plenty was landing, he wasn't landing all that many shots. The shots he would land would be crucial. It'd be effective and have Greer on the back foot, and skipping around the ring. But it was still a close fight to me. But Greer just got to learn from this one. He got to learn from this one. I think both of them was Greer was in good shape. I didn't really see him gas out. He just had to worry about that power. But let me see what we got. We got Charles in here. Yeah, they was quick and nice. He was toying with Joshua Greer in the early part. I didn't think he was gonna come out doing that type stuff, but he surprised me, man. I was like, hey, Greer got to put it together. And the thing about it was, I was already concerned about Greer because of how high he ended up being ranked all of a sudden. Because y'all know we know Greer. We interviewed him a couple times in the past and had him on my platform, not this one, but the Black Horse Promotions channel. And he only at that time he only had the one loss, but he was doing his thing. This was before he even signed with Top Rank. We was chopping it up with Greer. Then he got signed. Top Rank did what they did. He got the whatever fights he needed to get to be ranked in 2 top sanctioned bodies, I believe the WBA and WBO. Excuse me, IBF and the WBO, I think. 2 of them. But I was like, man, you might end up being mandated to fight either, Casemiro or what's the name? Newey. And this guy had this tough fight. Plenty and just fell short, man. So you got to go back to the drawing board and just touch up a few things. One thing about it that I saw with Joshua Greer, he never really lost. I saw the heart. He a tough dude. It ain't like he quit. He actually, stepped up when he stepped up. It was late because he was being really, really cautious in the earlier rounds, but he made adjustments, man. I think it's just a learning experience. And it's just like with fighters like Tevin Farmer who had a bunch of losses, or Ugas who's had some losses. You can't never count these guys out. J Rocks and these guys, you can't count them out, man. They're gonna come back strong and they're learning as they go. It's these suckers that got these undefeated records and taking these really careful ass selected fights, you know. But I like fighters that can actually get in there, test themselves, not ducking no smoke, willing to fight all the best in their sanctioning body, and challenge the top, and hopefully get mandated for that title shot and see what you can do. That's what it's all about. What up, Lisa? Shout out to Lisa Bell's in the chat. But good night of fights though. Top Rank is definitely delivering for us. But that's my live reaction to Joshua Greer taking his second loss. I think he will bounce back. I think he will come back better. It's just a learning experience, and I think if he rematched the guy, he would probably beat him. He'll probably beat him. Because Planet can't fight going backwards. He don't got no inside work like that. He was holding on for dear life in them last 2 or 3 rounds, man. He was holding on for dear life. I saw the frustration in Greer, but that's just part of it, man. And ref wasn't really warning him for the holding and stuff, so I was a little concerned about that. Like, come on, dog. You don't get your kid in play, flat top having ass up out of here, bro. Warn this dude about the holding. Yeah, boxing guy, what's up, man? He said Greer waited too late to fight in the inside. Yeah, he waited till like the 8th when the urgency was really high and he needed to get in there and work. He didn't want to take those chances early on. But he had to learn that, it's a learning experience for him. So it is what it is. He got his second loss. He got to fight his way back up. The worst part of it, the flame of shame, flame of fame give to plenty, you won. But the flame of shame is that crying and shit at the end. That shit was terrible. That shit was terrible, dog. I was like, can y'all mute? Y'all don't mute this motherfucker out here with this. Like, nigga, you won a WBC ribbon. You did not win the belt. Relax, B. I'm like, Manny Pacquiao, you don't tell your little nephew this is practice. This ain't even really the game. Nigga, this is a step-up fight. Somebody lied to the dude. Somebody probably told him this is for the championship. He's like, and then somebody tapped him on the shoulder like, nah, actually this is for the WBC ribbon. Suleiman give everybody these shits. So might need to roll this window up. They doing some construction shit out here. Hold up. But yeah, that was some bullshit. I'm like, get this Filipino just disgrace everybody with that. This man. Now, what he sound like, a wounded goat. But anyhow, that took really the attention away from everybody looking at Greer like, damn, bro, you got beat by a little, Pacquiao nephew and shit. That crying shit. Then I was like, bro, get this shit out of here. Next. Strip this man of his strip the ribbon off this dude. He'll be crying even more. Yeah. Ah, sick. Hey, that was even worse than hold on, that was worse than Ishe. Floyd, I want to thank Floyd. To WWE. I want to thank God and Floyd. That was worse than Ishii shit. Yeah. You don't get your motherfucking wounded lamb sounding ass up out of here, bruh. In here crying for nothing, man. I would have, if I was Greer, I would have whooped his ass just for that. Like, man, I got beat by a nigga who crying like this. Fuck out of here. I've been heated. You imagine that shit? A nigga whoop your ass and he cried like that after that? Like, oh, hell no. Nah. Ain't no motherfucking way, man. Get the strap. Get the strap, nigga. I ain't going out like this, dog. Fuck this. I'm joking, y'all. I don't promote violence. I'm joking. It's just jokes. We joking. Nigga said, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. That shit was a hell to the no-go. Yeah. Somebody need to just ask Manny Pacquiao in the interview. What do you feel about your nephew, man? And winning the WBC ribbon and crying like this. Yeah! Yeah! Play it over and over and over. I'm gonna dub the shit, watch. I'm gonna dub the shit. Right, Charles just stole on that nigga, man. Still on this nigga, bro, for that. Greer just probably ran out of there after that. Hearing that shit, he probably ran out the arena like, oh, hell nah, fuck this. Y'all gonna interview me after that? Nah, I'm good. Go back to Shot-Town. Shot-Town. Shit, turn up. He got hella. Now let me stop. Hopefully Greer didn't, pop too many bottles. Nah, niggas do when they lose and shit. Be ready to turn up. They're like, don't worry, champ. Let's just hit this. Let's go pop these bottles, fam. We'll get it back. We'll be in the gym tomorrow. Be in the club tonight. Charles said, don't do it. Don't dub it. Don't hate. Don't hate, Charles. You know what I mean? Don't hate. But good. I mean, hey, it was still entertainment. I enjoyed it. Greer, Plania, and hey, I put the open topics category because I'm gonna be on for a little bit. This goddamn Mo Austin Williams, man. I don't know. I've been watching a little bit. I was watching some more footage of him yesterday. It's interesting, man, to see what he gonna do. And I'm like, they said at 160, so I'm like, 160 division. Yeah, let's work, man. I got my eye on the young ones coming up. Nigga, Emma Williams got skills. He got speed. He's got the composure. He's a good thinker in there. I saw some highlights and he was fighting one guy where I mean, he looked good, but it was some things I feel like he can work on defensively. Sometimes he throws that straight and then like falls in with his hands down. Like Floyd used to do that shit. He'll like throw that lead right and he'll just like fall in. I don't like when he do that shit. 1-2 kid.
Look, man. I got the medal. I got the medal. I got the participation trophy.
Motherfucker with a ribbon and shit. He in there crying.
Yeah.
Get your wounded goat sounding ass out of here.
Oh man, it's crazy, man. You know what though? I just caught just a little bit of it. I didn't catch everything. I was busy, so I gotta try to rewatch this shit, or just try to get most of this shit down because I didn't get to see a lot of it. But I still want to come on and show support. Whatever else you was flaming on. How were the fights, man?
Yeah, it was good. Fights was good. Let me sit here trying to think. It was one fight where Kazakhstan, guy from Kazakhstan. I guess the same place from Triple G from. I don't know if I'm saying
Oh
it
yeah.
right. Yeah, he came in. He put work in on this one guy. I can't remember his name, but the dude was very very game. You know, he took all the punches. He never dropped, but he took a lot of punches, a lot of punishment. Um, like I said, you probably got to go and watch that the Greer and plenty of. But I mean, Greer, it's a good learning experience for him, man. He got dropped, man, twice, but with the same hook. It was a quick ass, sneaky, like a no look. It wasn't a no look, but shit, if you
Just
wasn't
a check
looking,
hook,
it'll take your soul damn near.
check hook, sharp, short,
It was just,
quick.
it was just a sharp. Yeah, like I guess if like he would like look for Greer to throw his right hand,
Mhm.
and when Greer get ready to throw his right hand, he'll just fire the hook quick as fuck, like boom.
Damn, hair
And
trigger.
as soon as Greer like dropped his right hand just a little bit, that hook was right there to remind him like you better keep that shit up there.
Damn. So when he would throw his right hand, he would catch him with the hook just off a reflex.
Like he would just, yeah, man, he would just be on that motherfucker, bro. Like he didn't do a whole lot of movement. He would
Mhm.
just like be right in the middle, damn near walking towards him, or be right in the middle waiting for him, like pumping his gloves, like, man, come on, bring me to
So
work.
he must have picked up on a giveaway when he throws his right hand in. He got to change it. He got to hide it better.
Yeah, Angel Santos will probably break it down better because he was watching it too. What's up, bro?
Yo, can you hear me?
What up, Angel? Yeah, we hear you.
All
Yeah,
right.
bro.
What's up, man? What's going
So
on? Good morning.
what two kid was just talking about that because we was talking about how how plenty of kept. It was like when Joshua Greer would drop his right hand just a little bit, standing in
Somebody got
front of him.
feedback. Somebody got feedback.
Yeah,
Somebody got feedback.
Charles, you might have to mute. You said, you know how he'll fire that hook as soon as he'll
Right.
drop his right hand?
Yeah.
Like that shit was crazy, but you can elaborate more on that and what you saw.
Well, on Planier's hook.
Yeah,
Yeah. The way he it's kind of like a Triple G snap hook, but it's just the way he snaps his down. It's even more at an extreme downward angle to where
yeah,
it's at an angle and at a speed that he snaps in it is that it's hard to see it.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. That's why I said it's not a no
it's
look
kind
hook,
of
but if you don't see it, whoo, it's gonna
it's
take
like
you
you're
down.
trying to and at a certain angle and some of y'all probably thinking, damn, like Greg got caught real clean and easy, like he didn't see that coming. He saw it coming. What it is, he thought it was gonna go to like the side of his face or the side of his head, and he's blocking up here when it went down enough to where he is the hook curved enough to where it went back down and it caught him clean on his fucking jaw. Where it looked like
Yeah, bro.
initially when he threw it at angle where it looked like Planier was gonna catch him in like in the back or the side of the head for like a glancing blow, like a stunning blow to the head, like that
It was like
equilibrium,
throwing a curveball, but it was
like
fucking
a
a
curveball.
punch. Like what the
But
fuck?
it came in and it hit him right on the jaw, man, right perfect on the jaw, and you saw Greer went down so fast it looked like Planier was pushing him down with his fist on some Street Fighter move, dude. That shit.
Well, that's how you're supposed to hide the hook.
Pretty wicked, man.
Like,
That shit was crazy.
the real way you're supposed to throw a hook is like right off of a jab, like you were
Right
throwing
off
a
the
jab and then just turning it
It's
at
turned
last second. Yep.
because it uses
And
the jab's momentum and the centrifugal force to make it,
yep.
it snap
Yep.
better.
Hey, one
Yep.
two kid, when you see that shit, you gonna be like, cause in fast motion, that shit, so it was super fast. And Greer got fucking dropped so fast from the hook, he had to like look at the nigga like, God damn, this
Flash.
motherfucker just
Yeah.
dropped me.
Yeah, didn't see it, man. That's what it is too. Is it, if you practice if you practice shit like that and you do a lot of shadow boxing or you box in front of a mirror, that's how you learn how to hide your punches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a good way of teaching yourself how to hide what you throwing and shit. And
Yeah,
then you could see your own weaknesses in it and go, oh shit, I do that before I do it, so you can constantly up your game just by looking at yourself.
Man,
Sometimes
my fucking ass, man. My ass should have stuck with Plania, man, because I had picked them initially, yo, and
You
I
told
was
me that,
old,
and
and
you
I was
said that in the
old.
hangout before the fight started. I was like, damn, you
Yeah, and
right.
you saw it in the during the commentary after the fight, like the trend, most of the boxing analysts in Vegas were, they started to pick Plania, and I was picking them too. I was like, you know what, like, but I was like, fuck it, you know what, let me go with Greer, man. He might fucking put it off and get him out of there. Greer got that night power.
Yeah,
But like Plania ate the best thing, the best that Greer could dish out.
He
He
ate
ate
that shit. I was hoping for the fucking because I was gonna pick Plant, but I was like, man, this dude is not active, dog. He ain't fight all year.
yeah. He
inactivity,
be making
man.
them fucking. He be picking them upsets.
So I was like,
He,
fuck this. I didn't pick him in the prediction league, but I know what I did on the back end. Y'all niggas know what the fuck niggas was.
Shit.
Shit, nigga. All I saw was my account pop off. I was like, ooh, it went to the distance.
Had I stayed, I would have had all my fights. I would have won all my fights, man. I mean,
I
nine.
didn't even. I was mad. I missed it too. I'm listening to y'all do the play by play in the hangout. I was like, God damn, I'm missing a good ass fight on in my office. Mad as
Yeah,
fuck. Niggas wouldn't leave and shit. I'm trying
shit.
to
Hey
creep off and
Charles.
watch it.
that whole
What?
card was
Before,
tough.
hey Charles. Before next Tuesday, I'm gonna have to get with you to figure out how to get on that shit, bro. I'm gonna start
Oh
doing
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. That shit is easy, son. I mean, because I was gonna blow $50 on something stupid anyway. Probably, you know what I'm saying? Like
Hell yeah, I be
food
needing
or
something to just blow a 50 on, nigga. I'll get
yeah. I
into
was
some
like, fuck
pocket
it.
shit.
Why not blow 50 on trying to make some bread, nigga? Nigga, I made 450. I didn't even make 350.
That's
Damn.
good.
Yeah,
Shit.
you just got to figure out which one you want. See, I picked it like the odds were crazy, but nobody was expecting it to go the distance. The you would have really caked off if it went like I think the bookies had it going like 8 max.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Going the distance was not, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit was. I
Damn.
was like, man, this shit need to go the
Like,
distance. That's what I'm
like
going
they had it going 8, and to Plania at late stoppage and shit. And
Mm.
then if I had, because it was a two way. This is late stoppage for Plania, or maybe a UD, or Greer early stoppage. By
Yeah, I think they both. I think the distance was gonna hit the most because nobody said it was going the distance. If
nobody said it was going to
they,
Damn.
distance.
they didn't think it was gonna go the distance, they thought if Greer, I think with the website that I was on, they was saying Greer, they had Greer getting him out of there early. Plus, he was already the super favorite. Like most of the websites had him like minus 360. This one had him like minus 600. I was like, what? I was like, man, fuck that shit. I was even gonna do it at the minus 350. Cause I'm like, shit, they really sleeping on this nigga. I was like, he's durable, but
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck, this nigga's been out a year. I was like, I'm going the distance. I don't think because when I saw them highlights of him fighting the last time, I was like, he active with his hands, but he not. I don't know why the nigga bring a pillow to the ring for, nigga. You barely 50%. Like the fuck.
Yeah, because
I
I
was like,
mean,
shit, he
trying
ain't
to
gonna
ride
get
off the
plenty out of there with
momentum.
that shit.
He been trying to ride on the momentum of that one dude he stretched in Detroit in his hometown. So that's just been the brand. He got to do it because that's his little brand and shit. Night night. So you got to bring the pillow. So it just makes people buy into it. Just try to watch him, see if he's gonna get a KO. But he almost got
Shit.
KO'd early though. Almost.
Wilder's a nigga who should have been, bringing pillows to the ring and shit. This nigga,
yeah.
shit, you better bring a fucking
Yep.
bottle of NyQuil or
He
some
he
shit.
he brought the
Something.
pillow for himself.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Shit.
What I was
You ain't
saying
putting
though,
niggas to sleep. You might be making them dizzy or some shit. I don't
what I
know.
was
He,
saying in the chat,
Bring
I was saying,
Tylenol to the ring or some shit.
yo, I was
come
saying
in.
in the chat, last night. I was like, man, Greer need to step it up. He need to either, step it up, or go out on his pillow.
She come in with a lounge chair.
Yeah, I was at work trying to figure out what the hell was going on. He's like, oh shit. As soon as you said that pillow shit, I was like, oh fuck, man, he got knocked out. I was like, God damn it, there goes my 50. Then I see somebody say low blow. I was like, oh nigga got DQ'd. I'm missing fights and shit. Then the account went off. Ding. I was like, oh, it went the distance.
Yeah.
What's up, Cornelius in the chat? He said
But
this fight pissed me off. Which one? The Greer one? He says Greer will get another shot because he went top rank. Yeah, he'll get another shot. He looked good at the end though. He just, he made that adjustment too late. He should have been in the pocket with him from jump.
No, he was trying to. The thing is, he got caught early, and then it fucked up his whole game plan. He was gonna go inside early. I'm
He
like, you know what?
respected that power.
He
Well,
respected
I mean,
power
but the thing
early.
about it was, like, say by like the fifth and sixth, he didn't want to take that chance
Yeah,
of getting in there
he was doing
because
AB.
of getting caught early,
He was
but
posing
he
too
just
much.
needed to do it.
Damn.
From the second round to the fifth round, he was posing too much.
Yo,
Yeah,
that
see,
hook.
he got
Oh,
fat. He
shit.
got fast hands and a great jab. I'm surprised he ain't used that shit.
Them Filipinos got that shock and awe, man. When you sleep on them, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You gotta,
When
they
you
gotta wake
when
you
you
up.
a nephew of Manny, I know I ain't his nephew and shit, but I'm just saying, shoot, you got to be careful with them motherfuckers, man.
Watch the left.
Yeah, those are the motherfuckers that could take you dishing it out. They could take it. You in for a
But
long
that
night. You
kid,
like you hit him with your best shot. They keep coming
Hey
forward. You like,
Charles,
God damn.
watch how
he's very built. Like he built like Manny too, though, like shoulders and everything.
nah, you ain't. That
What, he
motherfucker
got big ass
tall. That
legs.
motherfucker.
Yeah, he
No,
is.
but look at the shoulders. Look, his definition of his shoulders and his arms and shit. That shit look like Manny shit, yo. That's the way.
Hey, he looked real little in the back. You know, before they came out. When he got in the ring and he was face to face with Greer, I was like,
Yeah.
God damn.
He
Yeah,
look
but
bigger.
Greer's small though.
Greer's
Yeah,
small.
but Greer looked at how the camera. He looked all cut up and shit. I'm like, damn. He looked like he might have size advantage on this dude. And when I seen him when the fight started cracking off, I'm like, damn, dude, way bigger than Greer.
Lanier's gonna move up, dude. He gotta move up. Cause
They was fighting at Bantam, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Lanier
he
look
gonna
big.
move up.
He look big, man.
Yeah, he gonna go to what is it, 22?
Boxing guy said he won $100 on Mike.
That's what's up.
Somebody said something about DeMarco getting robbed. I missed that one though. I missed that fight.
I didn't see none of the fights, dog. I left out of work.
Yeah, DeMarco got robbed. I think.
I heard quite a few people say that. I didn't watch it, so I can't comment
I think
on that.
I feel DeMarco got robbed, man. Or they could have gave him a draw at least, man. That was kind of fucked up.
I didn't see none of the fights, dog. I was hot. Nigga, I left to work at 9. I was in the car. I ain't catch shit.
You caught them that balance change though when that shit went the distance.
Yo, that first left
That's
hook
cool,
had
but I
him.
still wanted to watch it.
Right.
Oh man, damn! Both of them left hooks. Second one had him holding his head like, ow!
Oh, he was on the phone and shit.
Hello.
That second one, it hurt.
You still there? Oh, okay. Yeah, that shit was rough, bro.
That shit hurt.
See, Cornelius said he too focused on the money and fame. Y'all think the money and the fame got to him?
He's focused on making new pillows and shit. Fancy ass pillows. The next pillow gonna be having LEDs and stones and shit next. He's gonna weigh 50 pounds.
Yo, you gotta stay humble and hungry, man. You can't buy in their own hype, man. That's the problem.
Hey, but Angel, at least he didn't say, the pillow I carried to the ring was too heavy. It made my legs weak. Some dumb shit like that. I didn't really hear him. He didn't even do the post-fight interview, I don't think.
Nah.
He's embarrassed. Wait around to see shit.
He'll be back though.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
It's probably good for him, actually.
He didn't lose.
I think so too.
People think this is an upset. This wasn't an upset.
Like you checked me on that, Angel. You did. You was like, this ain't gonna be no upset though. I was like, oh, okay.
People think, oh yeah, who's this? No, but Plania. Come on, you gotta do your research, man. Look up Plania. He got some bodies on him.
Research promotions, yeah.
He got some.
And his only loss came to Payano and shit.
Somebody with over 400 amateur fights is not a walk in the park.
Yeah, plus his only loss was
said he went back home and lost focus. I didn't know he did all that. See, I just know that when he signed with Top Rank, he stopped answering the responses for because he gave us quite a few interviews. Charles probably remember that shit back in the day. So this is before he signed with Top Rank. So I don't know if after he signed with Top Rank, he just started just getting on this, your celebrity star boy type shit or what? I don't know if he lost focus.
He signed with me, Bob, and he started eating lobster with butter. The butter made him lazy a bit, right? Complacent. But hey, he's getting good money.
Yeah. But I
Hopefully,
always
he got a
say
good
that,
paycheck.
man. Success don't change people. It shows you who they really are. So he need to do some changes. He need to make some changes in his life,
Yeah,
man.
but
And it ain't
I
really that
don't
much
see I
though, as
don't
far as in
see
the ring. Though, I
wild
mean,
success though.
huh?
Well,
I
he
said I
did.
don't see that nigga with the wild success. Like you talk
He-
about,
Well,
maybe the success changes. Like shit, what's
you
That
got
success?
to look at it.
is
You
more
got to
of a
look at it, Charles. See, if you remember before he got with Top, he was kind of struggling, bro. That's why he was humble enough to fuck with us and shit. He was kind of struggling, and then he got signed with Top. He got with Jay Prince, signed with Top Rank, and then it was on from there where he started making good money per fight. So he went from not being ranked to now you number one and number two different sanctioning bodies. So that all came from making that move. So even though he ain't no champ or nothing like that, but still, like the success of getting out of the ghetto from where he was at.
I guess you
So
could say that.
that in that sense, but I hear you. But in the boxing level, he ain't did nothing.
A little big headed.
Maybe, but I don't even know if it's that. That's what I said, because it wasn't like he looked like somebody who didn't put in the work. I just thought Plenty was just a better man that night.
He
And
just
he
got hit.
just
They both had
he got it
identical
together too
records.
late. Too little, too late, man. He got it together late, but it was a good fight though. Shit, it was a good fight.
yeah.
You
Shout
seen
I
you
out to
seen
felt down
both
with
of
him.
them.
RGM.
The only reason I fell back is like I said, that dude was hella inactive. I'm like, God damn. I was like, he got hella ring rust, but I know he'll be able to. I'm hoping his ass could last 12. That's still on a 10. I'm like, shit, give me that.
I mean, with that kid though, he's staying in the gym. You know, I mean, yeah, ring rust,
Yeah.
but
What's up, Tony?
When you see a year, when you see some people with an activity, shit, you like, damn, what the
Shit,
fuck he
smoke.
been doing?
He said be Dazzle Pillow Promotion.
And it ain't like he got in the ring with a bum. And it ain't like he got in the ring with some chump nigga. He got in there with Greer.
Yeah.
Off a year.
The only negative I want to say about the Greer fight was, and my favorite referee was refereeing, which let me down, was Tony Weeds. And the ninth
Yeah.
and 10th round, he let Plania hold way too much. Like he should have
Yeah.
warned him and deducted a point.
I
Because
agree.
I think
Should've
that
warned him.
really held Greer back a lot.
Not even a warning.
Not even a warning. He was just letting that nigga bear hug him. I was like,
Yeah,
damn,
for the
bro.
last 2 rounds. And I really think because Greer was hurting him really bad to the body, I think he
Yep.
could have at least put him down before the fight
And it
ended,
could have
if not for
changed
all
the
the
outcome
holding.
of the scoring. Yeah. If he
It
would have
should have
dropped him at least once.
been a 12-round fight.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know why they
it wasn't for a title.
What was the final scorecard? It was they gave Plania hella points and
I think
shit.
the one that made him win, it was like a 4-point stretch, like 59, 55 or some shit.
Ready.
Yeah, I agree. I
Goddamn.
agree with the scorecards. Like Plania, was
You
dominating the fight except to the very
Nah, I don't
end.
agree.
Scorecard?
Nah, I don't.
I don't agree with Moretti's scorecard. The other scorecards I do. Moretti's, that was way too wide.
One person had it a draw, and then what was the other? What was the other?
Well,
I had it 6
54.
rounds. I gave it 6 rounds to 4, but you got to remember 2 of those 6 rounds were 10-8 rounds. So the margin was extremely wide on my scorecard.
Nah, I mean, yeah, but let me see. After he knocked him down in the first, and then I felt like the second and third. Who y'all felt won that? I thought Greer possibly could have won them the next, at least 2 out of the next 3 rounds. So
the second was kind of I think that was swing round, but the third, Greer lost that one. He was losing them rounds because he wasn't throwing enough. He was gunshot.
but neither he wasn't really throwing that much plenty.
But
When he was laying, that should be crucial.
He was moving them though. He was moving them around the ring. You know what I'm saying? He was controlling the action though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was making Greer react to everything. He was making
Right.
Greer, move around and use his feet. He was
So
stalking
then
him.
you do agree with the 59, 55 then.
But no, well, I don't agree with that part because during the latter half of the fight, the second half of the fight, that's when Greer started turning it on.
Yeah.
And then he got hit again, but then he started turning on even more. I think, that those last 3 rounds, man, Greer really you didn't really see much from plenty of, you know
Yeah,
what?
I,
Remember,
I,
and
I
I
had,
told y'all in the hangouts, I had noticed. I think it was at by the eighth. I was like, yo, he gassed. I was like, plenty of
Yeah,
gas, bro. And it was because Greer started going to the body on the inside, and that changed the whole outcome of the fight.
yeah. I
Then dude
said
was backing up.
he needs to stay on him. He needs to stay on him. Stay on it. That same rate. Just keep on him. You're gonna get him out of there.
He'll be all right. He'll be back.
Then I was like, oh shit, they only got on the last round, 10 rounds. Like, I'm thinking it was a 12 round. I forgot it wasn't a 12 round fight.
Hey, but yeah, this might have been kind of good for him because I agree with Cornelius because I don't think he was ready for that title shot anyway, personally.
Yeah.
But this might give him time to really touch up on some things, you know, and that way, if he get a rematch with this guy plenty in the future, or actually get in there with a title shot, you know, he'll be better prepared. Um, because shit, if he would have jumped in there with like Monster Nui or something like shit, man,
Yeah.
he
It
probably
give
wouldn't
him
have got up.
it give him time to reassess himself because if he would have lost on a bigger stage and squeaked by in this one, then it could have been more devastating. It would have been a more devastating loss. You know what I'm saying? To his
Yeah.
career. So it's probably best that he learned it early. You know.
all right, my bad. I was quiet for a while. So I just added up my scorecard. That's what I was doing. I had it 96 to 92 for Plania would have been my final score. But that's just because, like I said, I felt like Plania won 6 of the 10 rounds, and then he had the 2 knockdowns. So that's why I had it so wide. But again, if Greer, well, there's no doubt that if Greer would have started close range fighting early, he would have won the fight. But the last 3 rounds, without a doubt, went to Greer, hands down. And again, I think he definitely could have floored him if Tony Weeks would have stopped all the obsessive holding.
Yeah. So Tony Weeks got to do better with that. At least warn, bro. I mean, I get it. There's fighters that use that as a tactic. They hold and then to stop the action of the opponent. But as a referee, it's your job to not allow excessive holding. At least warn. I mean, just like you will warn somebody for hitting in the back of the head or hitting low, holding this is something you should be warning about too, because y'all supposed to be letting your hands free and let the hands go. But you got somebody restricting somebody's work, then you should be stepping in, letting them know, like, look, you keep this up, I'm gonna take the point. That way they can let their hands go. They don't want no points.
It's not a fucking wrestling match, guys. Get it together.
Right.
I can't remember the fight. I saw this shit. This is old, way back before I even remember boxing. It was like on YouTube called USA Fights or something like that. And I remember seeing a match where a referee actually gave the guy a standing 10 count because he held too much.
A standing 10 count because he was
sleeping
on the other dude.
Every time the guy's hands would get free, he was getting mollywopped around the ring, and he kept holding on for dear life. And after like the 3rd or 4th time he held on for dear life after getting beat up, the referee just gave him a standing 10 count.
That's probably Tuesday night fights. Yeah.
Hey, Cornelius, you tripping, bro. If you say something real, I'm gonna agree with it. Dude show heart though, man. I mean, after the way he got floored, like in a humiliating fashion like that early on, he could have just been on some like, fuck it, I'm gonna just be on some survival shit. Fuck this fight. It was certain moments in the corner I seen him like he was almost like second guessing himself, like, fuck, man, this shit might be over. But then he'll get in there and it's almost like he had to talk himself, the confidence back into him while the fight was going on. He was saying shit I see it coming and all of that stuff, but he did good. He did good, man. I mean, he faced adversity. He didn't quit. I like the fact that he had plenty of holding and backing up down the last 3 rounds instead of him just being on the back foot, skipping around the ring like how he was doing early on. So at least in that sense, the fact that he took his second loss, I think that it's not like he bitched up. So they'll definitely have him back on TV. If he was just on some whole ass shit, they'll be like, oh, fuck bringing this guy back, But they know he gonna fight, so that's what they be looking for. Guys is gonna actually get in there and fight, risk it all, let their hands go, and shit. AB the only one to get away with fucking manipulating people to think he gonna do something and get in there and just don't let his hands go. But we still keep watching the nigga.
Well, actually, I think that fight was similar to him and when he fought
Pacquiao?
Maidana.
What? The Greer?
Yeah, the way that he was kind of like shocked in the beginning of the fight, but then he
All right,
turned
y'all
it on
boys, I
and
got to go to work. I'm out.
came back
All right.
to later, Tony. But he came back to press Maidana later in the fight. He don't get a lot of props for that, but he did. He did
right.
let
My
his hands
bad. I
go.
was in store. Oh shit.
And shout out to Tony for bringing that up. Whatever happened to that commentator on Tuesday Night Fights? Who was it? Sean O'Grady, the fighter? He was good.
Sean O'Grady. I thought you were about to say
Damn, this nigga brought
Sean
up
Connery.
O'Grady.
I'm like, bro, let
Damn.
it out then. Shit. Where's he at? Sean?
That
Shit, he
motherfucker-
said Sean O'Grady. You ain't heard that nigga in years.
Yeah, but that dude can't be that old, man. Like, you know what I mean? He was always in shape too. So I mean, I'm surprised he don't commentate no more.
I'll try to go back and rewatch the DeMarco fight.
Probably got-
Almost everybody in the chat said he was robbed. So I'll go back and watch it.
Yeah, I
need to
heard
stop
that
saying it.
shit too. I ain't catching none of the fights. I'm about to watch them shits right now.
I was just catching the highlights of the fight y'all was just cooking on. That left
nigga-
hook. Yo, he didn't even hide that shit. It was just so quick. He
Nah,
couldn't do nothing
I got
about
a
it.
T-Bone.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't do shit about it. Just
I got that shit T-Bone right on deck.
Yeah, that motherfucker man was like, smashing his gloves together. He was talking shit to Greer early on. What the fuck you doing? Come get this work. I was like, oh shit, Greer gonna have to fight this dude.
I didn't sing. Yeah.
He was doing all of that. He was on that big tough guy shit, man. And then after the fight, I said, what do y'all tell
Oh
this
no,
nigga?
hell nah. We not doing that.
I was like, what y'all tell this nigga he won a ribbon,
I
please?
can see this nigga doing that shit.
You got it. You ain't seen it yet, Charles?
Nah, I'm about to start watching
The
it
shit
in
at
a
the end?
little
Oh,
bit of shit. I was just in the store. That's why I fell off and I muted and shit. I was in the store with music blasting and shit.
yeah.
But right now, I'm pulling up to the crib right now.
When I first heard you do that shit in the beginning of the show, I was like, oh Angel must be on. The Wi-Fi was fucking up. I was like, what's going on?
Nah, hell no. Nigga Black said he was gonna do a video with that shit. I was like, oh hell no. I can see that shit in the backdrop just looping continuously while he's talking shit.
Like Angel ain't even on. What the fuck is going on? And
I
then I was like,
can use
I didn't
that little
catch the
clip
fight.
for so many different things. That's why I want to dub it, man. I can use that shit for a lot
That nigga,
of scenarios.
I thought it was
you know
Wi-Fi.
Angel got that connection.
You like, rawr, rawr. Nah, that shit sound meaner.
Nah, yeah. Angel probably trying to. Oh shit! It's hot as a motherfucker.
Yeah. That motherfucker, the last live stream, that nigga had 2 screens. I'm like, what you using, 2 laptops, nigga? God damn. This nigga boy got all kind of different fucking signals coming through his house.
Oh, I thought he broke out the cell phone, put it in front of the laptop.
I don't know.
Shit, he better use something for a service.
Andrew got like 20
He
cell
out in the
phones.
middle. Nigga Santos out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that nigga in the sticks.
He roaming that yard right now, trying to find he trying to find a connection right now.
That nigga fired a rifle on nobody
Roaming.
now. What the fuck?
Hell no, the crazy shit is he'll fire that shit and his neighbor will fuck around and fire one back too, just to let him know and shit. Like, pow, hey, I'm with you, neighbor. Like, oh
Yeah.
hell no, y'all be 2 nutcases with goddamn rifles.
That's how they say good morning and shit. Like, what the fuck? Good morning, neighbor.
I'm gonna fire off an SR. I'm gonna fire off an AK.
Right.
Shout out to Mike for his fight though, man. He looked pretty good in the fight. Same with Greer. Just he just gotta butter up his game a little bit,
And then the thing about it, he's a little dude. You know what I mean? Like, not really having long reach and being short, and you up in there with a guy who's bigger than you, taller than you. Shit. That was the same thing with AB. He's not a tall guy. I mean, he got to really work his way on the inside. And sometimes you be in there with a guy who can really punch and you scared to take that risk, man, to get in there. But
Well, it's
you
the
know,
first instinct when you in there with a decent sized puncher. You say, okay, let me see what this dude got, but let me just keep my distance and try to play it safe. And you right on the end of their range, but it's your first instinct to get out of there. Like you got to train. It's like muscle memory to in your mind too. You got to be like, okay, so he catching me out here. You got to make that adaptation, but it takes time, man. It's not like your first instinct tells you to do this shit. Just like when you first start, the motherfuckers be like, stop holding your breath. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
You gotta breathe. You gotta breathe. You let off
yeah.
combinations. So it's just little things you gotta learn, man. You know.
Hey, yeah, this guy, Joshua Greer, though, man, this I was gonna make a point. These people that distracted me over here. They're doing some shit. I was about to make I was about to make some point. Uh,
What's he doing? That crazy ass. Ha
oh, I
ha!
know
I
I was
hate
gonna
when niggas
say
do that
no, he
shit.
wasn't doing that. What I was gonna say was he didn't even faint. And Ward and it was saying that Ward and Bradley was saying that in those later rounds when he was really trying to land the KO punch, like he wasn't fainting or nothing, man. You could just see everything coming. He was just getting desperate, but he need to faint more, man. You know, put some more combinations together. He would throw like one punch at a time, and but yeah, I mean that's just the learning part of it because you got in there with somebody who can really punch and he missed.
Oh, he was only throwing one punch at a time. That's not even like him. That nigga's hands go.
Yeah, I mean towards the later rounds he started letting his hands go, but like early on, being real cautious and shit, he'll throw like a jab, one jab here, and then move. Uh, Try to get on in the inside, throw a jab to the body, get back on the outside and move. Dude was dangerous. He was real sneaky with the hook. He was like, "Fuck that! I'm not trying to get fucking KO'd nigga in here." So he fucking started pressing him though down the stretch. So that let me know like shit. If it had been a 12 round fight, he probably would have got him up out of there. Would have got him up out of there. But hey, in that 10 round bracket, little plenty of motherfucking got that shit done. He took care of business. So what do y'all think? How do y'all match him up versus like say Naoya in a way?
Oh shit, man. I don't. He needs to improve, man. Cause if he going down off them looping hooks like that, anyway
No,
got a
no,
lot.
no, not Greer. I'm talking about
Oh,
plenty.
plenty of against. Oh shit. Well, I don't know, man.
I knew he got a lot of shit in this game. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it's
he do. So I'm like asking y'all, do he got a chance or
Um,
because I mean with them sneaky hooks and shit, you think he'll be able to catch? You know, boy,
hey, if
monster.
Donaire couldn't get him out, I don't think this dude can. And Donaire's
I don't know. I think this guy might give Donaire some problems,
he might,
especially
but I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is Donaire's more polished, and you know what I mean. He's been in there, and
and
if he
older.
couldn't get, if yeah, but he is older, but he still know them tricks. So I mean,
Yeah,
dude could just be a one trick pony for all we know.
yeah, and I think seeing that Greer hurt him to the body like that, um, and Greer wasn't really spectacular the way he was hurting to the body. He was just going in there, you know, just bulldogging him. You know what I mean? Going in there bulldozing him. Some
mm-hmm.
shit. And that's what was working for Greer, right? A guy like Top, in a way, he got his body attacks come from all angles, and his footwork can get him to where you can't even see his punch come in. Then he's gonna hit you in the face right after
His
that body shot.
his inside game ain't no joke either. So I mean, it's not gonna go well for him. It might wind up like a Mean Machine Crawford fight where he might stun him in the early in the rounds, but he gonna get walked down and taken out. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Yeah,
If we just on the spot to make a guess right now, that would be my guess. You know.
yeah. Anything else y'all got, man? As far as we got the open topics column. Oh, I would say this though. Y'all could be feeling some type. Anybody can feel some type of way or whatever about us flaming this franchise shit. But motherfuckers is slowly. It's starting to go viral now, man. They start to catch wave with this franchise shit, especially because Tyson Fury is entertaining the shit. and motherfuckers don't like it. Just telling you, it ain't good for boxing. Motherfuckers don't like the shit. I seen the video earlier today. Um, some guy, I forgot who he trains or whatever, from the UK or whatever. He was like, man, Fury better not take that shit.
He is, and I told you I hated that franchise shit from the jump, man. Especially the fucking rules that go to it. You get to pick and choose. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's bad enough we got enough belts in the goddamn in the fucking sport. Now you giving niggas a pass. Look who was the first one to get the goddamn franchise. Canelo.
Yep.
This nigga got a
So we
belt
got
in
to deal
3
with the
weight
truth.
classes, and this nigga's hopping around. Then what? Loma's the second one.
Yeah. So
And now they're
like
gonna try to do that shit for Fury, so he ain't got to fight fucking Dillian White.
what?
They're gonna
It's
fuck around
like
and franchise him.
by condoning this franchise shit, we basically are accepting the idea that today's champions no longer have to fight mandatories. They no longer need to defend. They just, you know what I mean? The traditions that was set before them, you know, working your way up to sanction the body, defending your title, fighting all your mandatories, you know, unifying. There's champions that are doing that, but there's a select few that don't want to do it because they feel like their tax bracket makes them secluded or bigger than the sport of boxing.
Right, exactly. Like they bigger than boxing. Like where? How
That's
did you
the
get to where you at? Boxing.
Yeah, when you
yeah.
put it up in the hangout, who talking that big champ shit? It was
Think about it.
I only had a handful of names I could bring up if we thinking about if they fit the criteria of
Exactly.
unifying
When,
Mandos.
when we getting on some real shit, and see the thing about it, if it wouldn't really be a big deal if they wasn't saying these type of individuals are the face of boxing. No, sir. If you're gonna be the face of boxing, I think you need to be fighting your mandatories. You need to defend, right? You need to be unifying. You should be trying to pursue undisputed. You should be not ducking no smoke. That's what I see. They done made the face of boxing all about the nigga who can sell the most tickets. That's the face of boxing to a lot of y'all. Okay, that ain't got. Listen, I get it, the business part, but because you, how much money in your bank account don't make, to me, don't make you the face of boxing. It's a whole criteria that you need to be able to fulfill for you to just be considered the face of boxing. To where when they look at you, they're like, oh, okay, that's what a champion does. That's what a champion is all about. Some of y'all face of boxing like to do catch weights. They ain't had a defense probably in 4 or 5 years. Ain't probably fought a mandatory in I don't know how many years. Okay.
The
You
names I
know,
threw in to hang out, one of the key names, he's not even a big star like that. I mean, he is to people who follow the sport, but I was like, yo, Navarrete, man, he big champ shit.
yeah,
That
man. We
that
got to start
motherfucker defended
focusing
his
on the
title
real
5
big
times in a
champs.
year.
Mm-hmm.
And he defended what? Did he defend this year? This is what his second. This will be his second or his third time for this year. He defended it 5 times last year.
Damn.
That motherfucker's active.
Right. It's all good because it's gonna be crickets. It's definitely gonna be crickets. But watch, wait a little while, and this shit is gonna be goddamn motherfucking explosion of flame, bro, on this franchise shit, and everybody that accepted the shit, and everybody that approve of the shit gonna catch the heat. Just saying, because it's not boxing, man. It's not good
I
for
hope the
boxing at all.
I hope the WBO don't follow the WBC stupid ass with that franchise shit because they were talking about that shit because they was talking about how why Aram knows so much about the franchise because motherfucker shit he's thinking about doing the goddamn shit.
Exactly.
Yo, for as much flame as we gave Wilder, he turned that shit down.
Yeah. Wilder turned the shit down. I
He
mean,
turned that shit down. He was like, nah, 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 nah. I don't want that shit. And now Tyson
but
Fury on some different shit. Like, I'll take that and turn this big
but
with
I
this
had to
shit.
give Wilder the flame after that because, you know, he want to talk about fighting mandatories and shit. Well, you ain't fought Dillian White, so you acting like you turning it down because you want to uphold the real value of a champ, which is fighting your mandatories, you know, and whoop de whoop. But you was avoiding Dillian White all this damn time.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
he wasn't
How many
really.
how many days has this nigga been locked up? Because it feel like he doing a jail sentence out this
Nigga,
motherfucker.
Yeah.
he doing
Nigga
damn
Dillian
near
White
life.
that nigga been in the hole for like 4 years. God damn.
Yeah, and gotta get nigga. He gotta press take legal action to get that fucking shot.
I say he should have been did that shit. As soon as they did that bullshit, fight Brazil. Like, what the fuck? You got why? For a title eliminator. Why? Like, explain that to me. Why? He's already the goddamn. He should have been the mandatory.
Right, right.
I don't
Exactly,
get it.
bro.
Then they was like, "Hey, go fight Ortiz." Why?
Coming
Why
off a
do?
loss and shit.
Yeah. Why do I gotta fight him? What's the point of this sanctioning body if I can't get my goddamn shot? I'm playing by y'all rules and still can't get the goddamn shot.
Hey, but like Bob Arum said, go to another organization. That's what he said.
Yeah, man.
Go
Where's
to
he
another
gonna go?
organization for Christ's sake.
He's gonna do the WBO route. Shit.
Well, you
Then
know,
he's gonna
everybody.
have to fight Wilder. I mean, fight Joshua.
I heard him flaming White for not for leaving the other organizations and just going for the WBC and stating that he wanted more money to fight Anthony Joshua. But I think he did the right thing. In his mind, he was like, well, if I get the WBC, then I'm going to get a decent amount of money for this fight.
And it'll be undisputed.
And it'll be
also
undisputed.
another thing is, I don't think it was for more money because wasn't it more about he wanted a full training camp? That was his thing.
Yeah, that
when he wanted to replace Miller. That he wanted money, yeah, but he also wanted because they wasn't trying to give him what they was giving the other motherfucker, but he also wanted a full training camp.
To my wife?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you.
Yeah, and he wanted longer vital testing.
Uh-huh.
So he wanted more time for that as well.
You know, a motherfucker ain't gonna get a fight if he pushes for vital. You think Thurman would have got that fight if he pushed for vital testing with Pacquiao?
Nah,
I'm just saying.
Probably not.
It would have been a delay like a motherfucker. We'd have been seeing that fight this year and shit. Like, hold on, we gotta let this shit.
I know that comment hurt people's feelings, but it's the truth.
Yeah,
hey, he said he'll take Manny however he can get him. He chose that. He chose to let Manny fucking hit that time machine, nigga. Blow the dust off them goddamn pads in the closet. I knew this would come in handy.
What's the expiration date on these?
there ain't none. Nigga called up Gerald Miller. You got that G-Dub, nigga? Because I'm about to put it on him.
Hey, what would it do to the sport of boxing if Dillian White get a hold? Because look, be honest with you, man.
If he get a hold of a major title?
Yeah, on a major title. But I was getting ready to say, I honestly feel like Fury gonna bitch up. And even though that video, that footage we saw the other day wasn't real, I think something like that probably happened in sparring. And I think this man has a little bit of fear of this dude, Dillian White. And he willing to accept this franchise shit. And as a result, Dillian White will be anointed as the real champ, the gold, he'll have the gold belt, the WBC belt. What would that do?
I got a question
boxing,
though. It wouldn't be undisputed no more though if he takes franchise.
No,
you talking about for Fury? Hell no.
Yeah.
That's what I say. He'll bitch up. He'll be a bitch about the shit. And the undisputed will be AJ versus Dillian White. Like I did a video about that shit before.
Oh shit.
But the crazy scenario was I was thinking Wilder might take franchise. So I was saying if Deontay Wilder on some sucker shit take this franchise shit, they're gonna elevate Dillian White to champ. And what's going to end up happening is Dillian White and AJ going to fight for undisputed. But this is before, he got knocked off by Fury. But now Fury trying to entertain this franchise shit. Dillian White might end up getting anointed to WBC champ. And, if he beats Pulev, then we got undisputed with Dillian White and AJ.
So you see that scenario you just had to run through and like thinking carefully how to too many fucking belts.
But I'm just saying.
Think about that though. Think about that. The WBC, he'll be fighting for a vacant WBC title. That's how much they didn't want this motherfucker to fight for the WBC title. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how fucking serious it is. It's like he'll be fighting for a vacant WBC title.
A vacant major belt. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, at this point, I don't even know if they will make him fight. I mean, you think they're gonna do that, or to just give it to him like how they gave it to Lomachenko and they just gave it to Haney?
Yo,
Oh, he
the
gonna be the
sanction
email
it.
champ.
Same thing they did with Jamal Charlo,
They
just
did
gave
it to
him the
Charlo
belt.
too. Oh yeah,
Yo,
yeah. I was just about to say that.
not only the fighters
They're gonna
is
give him,
ducking him,
the
man.
belt. They're gonna give him the belt.
Huh?
Yo, he getting ducked by a sanctioning body.
Yeah. You gotta take this nigga to court, nigga. Give me my shot. Give me my shit.
And it's gonna get to the point where they just give it to him. Like, here,
Dylan White's
you,
gonna have the belt, bro.
you did enough. You did enough title eliminators. Here, we're gonna just get. Here you go. You awarded the belt, and then he's gonna feel like shit after he thinks about it. Like, shit, I didn't even earn it. I mean, you
And guess
did, but
what?
shit, they gave it to me.
No, he did, bro. I mean,
No, I'm saying he
think
did.
about it.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. I say
I
he
get what
did,
you're
but he's
saying,
gonna think
Charles,
about it
though.
like he ain't get the fight. He ain't get
I hear
how
you.
long he's been chasing Wilder. He wanted that
But
fight.
but out of listen, but we'll say this though. Who's the most deserving of the goddamn I ain't gonna say paper title, but the hand-me-down belt? Jamal Haney or motherfucking Dylan White? Who earned who deserved it more?
Dillian White hands down.
What I'm saying though, they ain't giving him a big payday with the belt, man. They giving him a stimulus check and telling that motherfucker
Oh
keep
man,
it
take
moving.
that
Like
belt
that's
back to the UK
But he
and do
makes
your
good
thing.
money when he fights, though, man. He don't make chump change.
Yeah, he
He
make
makes
money.
good
yeah,
bread.
but he ain't gonna make the money that he would be making if he fought a Tyson Fury or a bigger name. You know what I'm saying?
AJ,
So they
he
still
gonna fight AJ.
shitting on him. Eventually,
Yeah, but if he gets that
Shit.
WBC, yeah, he's in. If he takes the franchise and and Dillian gets the motherfucking the vacant WBC, he's in there regardless.
Yeah, he in there.
One name goes through him regardless.
Yep.
and if he's such a bum,
Got to.
they should have just fought him, both Wilder and Tyson Fury.
And I see, and if it goes that route, AJ wouldn't mind fighting him again. He beat him already, and it's another big UK
Right.
fight. Shit.
Right.
So even though they
Either
put
way, they
even
want
though
to
they be
slice
right
it,
there.
man.
yeah, even though they putting him through the bullshit right
WBC.
now, that shit's gonna fall in his lap if it's playing out the way it's playing out right now.
And you know what's gonna end up
WBC fucking
happening?
boxing.
Eddie Hearn gonna checkmate the whole heavyweight division with that shit.
Of course, especially if Dillian got the WBC and AJ, watch how fast they throw Fury to the
You
side
know
because
what
he
that
got
mean?
franchise shit. That
You
he
know
got
what that would mean?
he got two big fights on his side. Fury AJ, Fury White, AJ White. It's in his two of the fighters is in his backyard. They in his stable.
Yep. But just
Yeah.
imagine that, because first you had PBC, the zone versus the zone. At least it would look like at one point, and then it went from Top Rank versus the zone. Now, if you take this franchise shit, it's just Matchroom. It's just the
That shit's
zone.
all natural.
Yep. And you know what? Tyson Fury ain't gonna have nothing at the bargaining table but his imaginary belts.
Imaginary bullshit titles. nigga.
Franchise and lineal champion.
Lineal,
Tyson
lineal
Fury.
Gypsy King. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit.
Fantasy franchise, nigga.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's got the
Trying to hear
franchise.
that
Man, fuck that belt.
And it's not even a belt, y'all. So we gotta stop that. It's just a fucking status.
So you can
It's a
pick and
fucking
choose.
status.
You can duck fighters and shit, man. As soon as
Yeah.
they
It's a
gave that
pussy
shit,
ass status, man.
I hate that
duck
fucking
belt.
title. Yeah, that's
Right.
the privilege belt.
It's the
Right.
duck belt. So that's what I say. We
It's
gotta
duck
start
belt.
at the nucleus of where this
Do what you
shit
want,
generated at. You know, and it all started. Listen, the root of this shit all started to avoid fighting mandatories, man. Ain't this some shit? Because
Look who
you
they
got
gave it
these
to.
diva ass champions who feel like they
Canelo.
bigger than the sport and they don't want to fight a mandatory. But you on a big you the face of boxing though. You a big champ. What the fuck is a mandatory to you? You can fight unifications, you can fight, all this shit. That's cool, but champs fucking fight they mandatories.
Not
At
when they
least
mandatory
last I checked.
not when they mandatory is a fucking threat. And I hate that shit because there were certain fighters that fucking worked their way to get that shot at Canelo. And same thing with Triple G. They worked the way they put themselves in mandatory spot. I don't know. I don't see how motherfuckers get out of that shit. Besides dropping the belt.
All these
And these
motherfuckers
motherfuckers
that's
did that
willing
shit
to
without
accept this
dropping.
franchise shit. All these motherfuckers willing to accept this franchise shit was once a mandatory before they came champion one day. Now all of a sudden that ain't important. But if it wasn't for that tradition, your ass wouldn't even be champ because you wouldn't have got a shot
At all.
What if your ass was in Devin Haney's shoes or Dylan White's shoes or something like that, where you work your ass off? You fighting all kind of top motherfuckers in your sanctioned body, and they
can't get
motherfucking act
no
like you
shit.
don't exist.
Mhm. No, they know
And
you
then,
exist. They just dicking your ass around. Here, fight this title eliminator.
And that's it. That's the thing, man. It's like, okay, so he popped for Peds, but then realized that but they took the mandatory away because he popped, right?
And he was
Didn't
clean.
the W? But he was really clean. But when old
right.
Miss Thingaling did that shit, they were like, let's not jump to conclusion.
I said Miss Diggling. Alejandro, yeah.
Yeah, man. It
Well,
was like,
let's
let's
hold
not
on.
jump to
Let's
conclusion.
get all the evidence. Let's let everything come out first. So this Dillian
Excellent.
White, you can fucking corrupt ass. Oh, get him out of here. Unplug this shit. Get him out. Disgraceful.
Yep.
I'll tell you what's
And
disgraceful is this WBC shit, man. And this franchise shit and how they use the franchise to duck. Franchising is the new duck. Goddamn.
yeah, duck belt.
It's the
Quack belt.
motherfucking duck belt.
That's right.
Damn, man.
Q belt.
Shout out to
That's
all
crazy.
of them franchise duck niggas.
The beak belt.
Except for Loma. We can't throw Loma. We can't throw Loma in that category. He's French. He's franchise, right?
Yeah, but
He
he's
is
trying for
franchise, yeah.
But he's
unification, though.
that's what I'm saying. But he's fighting. That's the difference.
And he fighting the motherfucking.
Hold
young
on.
lion.
Wait. You said we can't throw him in that category because of what?
Oh, because Loma taking on Smoke. He ain't ducking. Oh wait, well, if he doesn't take Haney, but it depends
That's a
on how.
mandatory, buddy.
But Haney's. Oh well, he's champion too.
He had to become champion because the nigga set the franchise to avoid that mandatory.
Hey, it didn't
But I
Loma
don't think
say
he-
that he wanted to get all the straps?
Yeah.
Loma
Wasn't it
wanted all the
straps?
straps, right, Charles?
Yeah.
So
He
you
still
gave
got
up one strap to avoid a mandatory to say you want to undisputed. Like, huh?
I got to see how this plays out by the end.
How
of
are
the
you
year.
pursuing undisputed by giving up a strap to another nigga?
I'm gonna put Loma in the quotations. We're gonna see how this plays out after Tio. If he doesn't
He's
fight
in
Haney,
limbo.
yeah, he's in limbo. Let's see how that works. Let's see how this shakes out for him.
Now
But what
the
I'm
question is,
Because it depends
once
on if Tio
somebody
wins.
accepts franchise, right? Can a
Mhm.
franchise champion go back and pursue the WBC belt that they vacated?
That's a good
Ah,
fucking
that's a
question. Or
good
can you drop the
question.
or can you drop the franchise if you want to?
You can
Be-
drop the franchise because you don't
How?
technically have it. I mean, like you don't
Yeah,
technically have it, and
but
then you
say
can
okay.
deny the shit and
It's a
say, "Hey, fuck it, I don't want it."
Okay,
It's
so
like an
okay,
imaginary
hypothetically, say if Loma drops franchise, who would they give it to?
whoever.
Because
I
it
say
seems
get
like
rid of that shit.
because
Throw it in the garbage.
I do too, but it seems like they're picking and choosing who the fuck gets this belt. Like Loma didn't ask for it. Canelo had no problem accepting this shit. Like, how the fuck does that work? If you drop it, who gets it next, or does the shit just hang in the balance?
Man, hey, it's we doing more thinking than Mauricio and them niggas. Trust me. Them niggas just threw this shit together. They said, "Oh, you need a duck?
Earl
Okay, we'll
don't
just
give
create
a
this
shit.
belt."
Like
Man,
we
they
can
just need-
still get
they
the
might as
AJ
just-
fight. All you
they might as
need
well
to do
just-
is get mandatory. Yeah, I
They
mean,
need to throw that shit out,
skip the
man.
mandatory and get the franchise belt. You
That
can
shit is
do
one
what
big
you
shit
want to
show.
do.
That's one
Right.
big shit show. Just toss that fucking belt, man. Because
Yeah,
look at all these
get rid
different
of that
scenarios and shit. You can't even give you can't even give the motherfucker away. Like, nah, I don't want it. Nah, trust me, you want this. Like, this is the Monopoly belt, nigga.
It's not a choice.
Pass go, motherfucker. Here. This is
Yeah,
that you tuck this in your back pocket, man. I'm pretty sure there's somebody you're not gonna want to fight. This belt will save you from it. Like, what kind of shit is
Yeah.
this?
I think Usyk need to wait. He just got there. He like,
Yeah,
you know what I
man.
mean? Like
he skipped over.
I
He
want to
skipped
see
over
him
a whole
fight.
line.
I want to see him fight these big fighters. I mean, I'm interested in watching how it go, but come on, Dylan White.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
need to
he
worry
the
about that
WBO.
Chisora.
See,
What
he's
happened to
in,
that Chisora work?
but see, he's in his own. He's in the WBO, so he would have to get Joshua. You know what I'm saying? And damn, what happened to Chisora? That fight's still on, right? Or did Usyk get hurt again?
Please, if he did, I'm flaming the fuck out. Hey, man,
I thought Usyk
Look.
got injured again.
what happened to that Chisora work is what I want to know.
That was going to be my gauge of how he's supposed to do in this heavyweight
Me
division.
too.
That
I
fight
might
right
fuck that
there.
AJ fight, nigga. Get past Chisora, then we can talk about with your shot with the champ, nigga. You just got here,
Because
You
that
skipped over a whole line.
That's a lot of work you about to take on in that ring, and that would have answered a lot of questions for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's a fact. I
Usually
mean, I
need to
think he's a
chill.
talented fighter. I think he's gonna do well, but man, he's gonna get his shot eventually. But to put him in there before a Dylan White, fuck that.
Yeah, but shit,
Fuck
he coming.
that.
What's up, Ronald?
Dillion's coming from the WBC. He's coming from the WBO. He coming from a
Right,
whole totally different
WBO.
sanction body, and you know he ain't
Travis
slipping on
saying
that shit.
Trav saying the diamond belt is kind of similar. The champ can put it on the line if he wants to.
Yeah, but he don't get a
No.
pass, motherfucker. He don't get
Yeah,
to pick
but
and
that's
Which
choose.
not.
belt?
That's
Which belt
technically
is
not
the?
even a unification because you
He
can't
talk
get
about the
undisputed with the
He
diamond
talk
belt.
about the WBC diamond shit.
Which belt has more of the lineage?
It's fucking bullshit, man.
Too many
The
fucking
gold, right?
belts.
WBC Diamond, WBC Money,
WBC
WBC
Mercury, silver,
Franchise.
copper,
Aluminum,
reptile.
Shit.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
ostrich skin
WBC
Mortal
Dollar Tree
Kombat
belt.
belt.
with
They
the
got the
rose
new Mortal
gold
Kombat belt
trimmings.
coming out. RoboCop belt and shit.
Put some beaks on that shit and call it a day, because that's what it is. It's the duck belt, y'all. The quack
Put a
quack belt.
little Daffy
Yellow.
Duck or something on that franchise belt,
Yeah,
Mauricio.
with the bill blown off that shit when he shot himself with the shotgun and changed the color from green to yellow leather. And just
Pussy
that's
ass
it. Call it a
franchise
fucking
nigga.
day. Just pow with the beak to the side and shit.
Like I told y'all, just know we the ones that kicked off the flame for this franchise shit. Niggas gonna start catching wave, but I'm telling you, bro, it's a whole open furnace for these motherfuckers, bro.
Santos, get your ass at the chat and get your ass back up in here, man. What you doing?
You ducking?
I just noticed he disappeared. I see him in the chat. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you bringing too much heat. That franchise topic. Yeah, go ahead and duck.
Ooh,
Duck that smoke, Andrew.
Santos.
Oh, he trying to say you got that franchise Wi-Fi.
Ooh.
Don't let him get away with that shit, Angel.
He about to jump back. He about to jump back up here. He about to
I
jump
want
back up
all
here.
of this. Hey,
Fry
I
it.
want all the franchise smoke. Anybody want that franchise smoke? Holla at me.
That shit makes no fucking sense, man.
I want all the smoke with that shit.
I hope the WBO do not follow suit, man.
I hope
Because
not either, bro.
the WBC, they changed their rules. Yo, did you see the bullshit? They was fuck, this was last year sometime. I was reading you know, they got their little rule book online and shit. And you know, when you see rev, that means it's a revision, shit got changed. You know how many goddamn changes that goddamn sanctioning body has? Them niggas change that shit like every other week. That's why I kind of feel bad for Dillian, man, because he going up against that sanctioning body, man. Them motherfuckers gonna pull some bullshit.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out to
They
my
gonna
man
be
Red
like,
Glove
Yeah.
Militant. Shout out to Red Glove Militant. Go check out the
RGM.
video just dropped. I put it back
Nigga,
up.
that's one of my.
They
Hey,
try to
I'm gonna be
take it
honest with you, nigga.
down.
Hey, so they gonna allow it to stay up this time?
Oh, shh.
he had to think about that shit like, God damn, good question. Shit.
Hey, see,
Nah,
what the
don't
kid
talk
videos
about
be
it.
fire, dog. I
Don't
was
talk
mad he
about
took down the other one, even though, you know, it was checking another nigga, but that shit was a fire video. I was like, nigga, this shit fire, fam. Lead this shit up.
And they
God damn.
fucking
I don't take
Regular
none of
was
my shit down. I don't give a
Regular
fuck
was
who
live
it
the other
is.
day,
They-
wasn't he? I jumped on his live, I think it was yesterday, the day before that.
Yeah, I jumped on, man. He left me in the background. I was like, come on, man. Nah, he probably didn't see me though.
You know, Red be on his phone
Red.
and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Red he kicked off a out of the nowhere, out the blue live. I was like, oh, my nigga's alive. What's up, baby?
Right. He got a pulse. He's here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's around.
Yeah, you breathing, baby. All right.
That's right.
Yeah,
Earn with
man,
her.
that video was dope though. That spotlight shit was lit, bro. That whole what you call it, the Huckleberry shit, that shit fire, bro.
Yeah, I know he liked
shit
that shit.
fire.
So I put
Speaking
that
of
shit all in.
Huckleberry,
There he
speaking of
is.
Huckleberries, what's good, man?
Hey, what up? I was
What's good, man? I heard you. Hey,
My
Red,
brother.
I heard you came by to get this franchise smoke. Holla at me.
Hey,
I
real
want
quick,
all the smoke with this franchise shit.
real quick. I just got to say this. 1-2 kid. I'm sorry, I didn't know you was in the background.
No, it's all right. I figured you didn't. Yeah, I was
At
just
least we
messing
know
around.
who was in our background. Well, shout out to Red. Goddamn.
Yeah.
No, I was listening.
Goddamn.
When I get a chance, I'll put. You know, if I see you live and I'm not doing anything that requires my ears, like I'm doing laundry, so I just, I was listening, and then I heard
Hey, we
one two
doing
kids
laundry
say
too. We taking out the dirty laundry, man. On this motherfucking boxing talk.
we folding these niggas up with this franchise shit.
Yeah,
yeah,
fold them like dinner napkin after this.
but I just wanted to confirm with 1-2 Kid. That's exactly what happened. Because if I would have saw you, I would have brought you on.
No, it's all right, man. It ain't no big deal. I was just
Nah, fuck it.
messing around anyway, man.
He ain't give me a shout out either. I was in the chat too. Like, red word.
I didn't see you, Charles.
Nah, I'm
See,
fucking
here's
with
the
you. I
thing.
was in the chat though.
That nigga Red said I'm on a different level, dog. I can't see you, man.
Pardon my
Nah.
back, man.
Nah, I'm never. I'm not like that. I'm never.
I'm not
too
looking at
good
you. I
to-
look through you, baby.
Nah,
He on his Tyson
if-
Fury shit. He looking like
I
how
don't
Tyson Fury
feel.
looking past water. I'm agree with
Nah, I'm fucking with you, Red. What's
yeah, we
up?
fuck with
Nah,
Everything
yeah.
good though?
Because I mean, I had JD Boxing on there, and he has 0 videos up, so I ain't too good to talk to nobody. You know.
Yeah.
So I feel bad because I didn't even know. Like when you said that, I was like, damn, he was in the background. I didn't know that. Like because I do it on my phone, and I don't know if you ever done it on your phone, 1-2 Kid, but
Oh, I've done it. I've missed out on a couple people trying to get in, man. Just couldn't see them, like especially when I had a full panel. It's like you can't see that 6th one. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That shit.
And then
you gotta have a big ass phone for that shit.
Or if you in deep in conversation, you ain't really looking at it, and you just paying attention to the chat here and there.
Oh, that's
So
1-2 Kid, exactly. That's 1-2 Kid on a computer, let alone a phone.
Yeah.
When 1-2 Kid cooking, boy, I'll be backstage at work, like, let me jump on real quick. And he'd be like, who the fuck is this? Or he'll totally ignore the shit and be on this. I'd be like, this nigga, word.
yeah, because 1-2 Kid, when I dropped the link, I dropped it after I saw you in there.
Oh no,
so
yeah,
I was
seen
hoping
it.
you were
I
gonna
had to
jump on.
right. I had to get on my computer though, because sometimes my phone, I was out there messing with the pool for the kids. So I didn't want to hop on with the phone. So I got back in and hopped on the laptop, pulled that on the back porch. And it was like, I'm sitting back here for like 5 minutes. I was like, all right, man, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. It's no big deal. I was just, flaming you like you did with that Paul Williams shit.
But how you feel about that franchise though, Red? Let's talk about it.
Well, what about the franchise?
How do you feel about this bullshit? Did you hear the whole way we was trying to discuss the scenario about the Dillian White Fury fucking scenario? That one big fucking debacle.
I heard some of it. So what is Fury? I've heard rumors that a lot of people speculating. I should say, not even rumors, just speculation that Fury's gonna take on the franchise belt. Is that what y'all are talking about?
Yeah, if he takes that shit, then Undisputed's off the table, and that shit falls into, well, hopefully it falls into Dillian White's lap, the WBC. But just the way the whole shit plays out, the shit is just one big fucking shit show, man. You think they should keep this franchise shit or get rid of it?
They should get rid of it.
Yes.
There's no reason. There is no
5 for
reason
5.
for that. Yeah, there's no reason for that to exist. Like, what is the point of a belt that doesn't change hands when you lose? And all it does is it makes it very confusing as to who is what is undisputed and all. There's no, I don't see any there's no pros to having that title. Like there's
And then
only
I got another question. Yeah, what you think about?
Listen,
they said you can't even drop it. You can't even. We don't even know if you can drop it or like give it away or say no to the motherfucker.
Damn.
Because then who gets it next?
Supposedly Deontay Wilder said no to it.
Shout out to Wilder.
Yeah, we said that. Shout out to Wilder.
But here's the thing though. I don't give a shout out to Wilder, and let me tell you why. Because he already gets he was already getting the franchise treatment. He was already not fighting his mandatories and all that. So why the hell would he pay higher sanctioning fees to get the same shit that he was already getting? Like, so
are they paying for that belt? Franchise?
And you know what's so fucked up? Dylan White was paying
you
sanctioning fees on a silver belt, and the motherfucker had to wait all this damn time and still didn't get no damn title shot.
Wait, hold on. You got to pay fees for that franchise shit?
Yeah,
No,
you
well, I
gotta
don't know
pay.
about that
The
I'm
shit.
pretty
you
sure.
gotta pay for that, dog.
Oh hell
I'm
no!
pretty
Fuck
sure
that
they're
I
belt.
not.
mean, otherwise, why would Suleiman do it? It's all about making money.
So
Oh
you paying for
hell
that
no! You
for that
paying for
whack
that
quack
shit?
belt? That's the whack quack belt.
I would pay that shit no attention. I don't even
You
want it.
well
Here,
paying
take
for
that
the
bullshit.
status. I mean,
I'm
come on now. It's giving you elite status. You got to pay
No,
somebody.
you paying for the duck.
You paying for the
yeah,
duck, nigga.
because
Oh,
Yeah,
exactly
fuck
because
that.
you gotta think about it this
whack
way.
quack.
You're if you're paying a certain amount to have
Yeah, fuck
like
that franchise status,
that
right,
regular
Lisa?
belt,
We got
but think
Lisa
about
agreeing
it.
with us. Fuck
Like,
that.
That's right, my sister right
I'm
there.
pretty
Fuck that
sure.
franchise shit. And I'm paying
I'm
this
pretty.
shit? Oh hell no.
I'm pretty sure not only do they have to pay for it, but I'm pretty sure the price is higher than any other belt because you don't have to fight mandatories and all that. It's kind of like
Kind of
kind of like
like
being VIP.
We were saying
VIP
that
is
right before you
free when you
came
go to the
on,
club.
Red. Right before you
Uh-huh.
came on, I figured the shit out. The whole franchise status or franchise belt was created to prevent fighting mandatories. When a
Yep.
champion who brings value to a sanctioning body, to the WBC in particular, gets to a point and they feel like they elite and they don't want to be having the pressure of being obligated to face their mandatories, they can take the franchise status.
And I guess who
Yep.
got that belt first? That would be your man, the
It's
one
a
that you
duck
the one
belt.
that you the dude that you
Like
hated.
1-2
Cinnamon.
Kids said, they need to put a duck on that bitch ass franchise belt because that's what it is. You are ducking mandatories.
Oh
Fucking
god.
pathetic, man. Look at
So
the pattern. All of these guys that accepted this franchise shit,
They could even
right?
take the StreamYard logo
yo. So it's like
and
a
put that
lawyer.
on there.
Yo, it's like a lawyer retainer fee where it gets you out of shit on a regular
Oh,
basis.
shout out to Lisa getting gangster in the motherfucking chat. She
that's right,
said,
girl. Put the FUCK in there. Don't just put the
fuck
F.
that franchise status.
Damn.
Just for Chin
Lisa.
Smoke. Chin Smoke,
Damn.
goddamn, you must be special.
Yeah, man.
You got Lisa out here, Kurt. You got out here swearing.
Only Chin can do that.
Damn.
Hey, Chen.
Hey, look at the fanboy shit. Do y'all agree with this right here?
Who, Raider from LA?
She disgracefully, I mean, just even read. I don't even want to read
Better
this shit.
Well,
Do y'all agree with this?
Here's what I'm gonna say. That's if they're fighting better competition. I guess you can look at it that way. Like I don't agree with it, but I'll say I can at least see the logic, kind of. Here's my problem though. If you're that number one contender and you're paying sanctioning fees to get a title shot that you're never gonna get, I think that's
What's
a
the
bit
point?
fucked up. Exactly. So to me, it's like if you're looking at it from the champion status, yeah, you can kind of justify it a little bit. But when you take a look at the other side of the coin, like, is it fair to a guy that he would get all the way to the number one contender status and he's paying sanctioning fees? It's not like he just fought his way there and that's it. He's actually paying to be in that spot. Okay. But he's not going to get a title shot because
You're paying for that spot, and they're paying you no mind.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like
And that's
it's like
where
you
it becomes
accepting
really fucked
it's
up.
like accepting the bullshit just to get what you want and just saying fuck boxing as a whole because this will be we're gonna get a better fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't even know if you're getting a better fight, and this dude just went through hell and high water all this time to get to that spot, and then he just gets shitted on. It's like, come on, man. There's got to be some order, man. Some sort of
And right now, there is none, man. This shit is
They
accountability.
fucking up the tradition, man. Boxing tradition, man. You know, champions, you know, guys, you know, from prospect, contender, champ, and then champs. Usually let me ask y'all this question. Usually when a guy becomes a champion for the first time, what does he usually have to do?
he has to defend, man. Mandos.
Exactly. He has to fucking defend. That's what a champion does, man. Fighting mandatory is what champion does, man. And they trying to take this championship and making something else. I ain't with it.
And you know what? And it makes you look better as a champion anyway. You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, these guys want it. Boom. You whip their ass and be like, I told you he really didn't want
I'll
it.
tell y'all like
You know
this, in my own opinion. For my own opinion, these motherfuckers that's accepting this franchise shit, that ain't no face of boxing to me. Y'all got shit all fucked up. You know what I mean? Face of
Raiders talk
boxing gonna
about
be
from Raiders said if we talk about from a fan or from a fighter perspective.
The franchise thing is just another barrier. That's all. You know,
Yeah. Another
That's
locked doors.
either
No locked doors.
like
another unnecessary hurdle and shit.
real quick. Let me just say this. Whatever you want to put it, right? You got the WBA shit. You know, they've been doing their crazy shit with their regular title and their super title and this, that, and the third. The IBF pretty much is very legit, you know, but they got their shit too. The WBO, you know, they've had this shit too, but the WBC nowadays has just made this
shit show.
more a shit show, complicated and just extremely confusing, even more to the 10th degree now. You know what I mean?
Burning dumpster garbage. That's what the fuck it is, man.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
Frustrating.
shitty ass champs nowadays,
Flaming
man.
dumpster. Shit.
Right.
It tears to the point to where you got the whole community at each other's throat because of a fucking ever since this franchise shit came about. For the most part, man. Let's be honest, man. For the
Pussy
most
ass
part,
franchise shit.
they started coming at each other like that until the franchise really was announced. For real. And then
still nobody knows what that shit is. Look how we all sitting here with this book. The only thing we can agree on is that belt makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah, and then you got niggas over here defending this shit though. It's a duck belt, nigga. But niggas, no, it's not really a duck belt if you're fighting.
It's only called
nigga. If you ain't defending, if you're not fighting your mandatories, man, you ducking your sanctioning body, nigga. This is, motherfuckers come up the sanctioning body to get that work with you.
It's a quick
nigga, I'm
fix.
too good to fight you.
Saying.
I'm too good to fight you. Fucking man,
that franchise belt is like an easy pass, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck the traffic on the highway. I'm just gonna blow through this shit.
But long term, it's gonna fuck.
Right, let me take the helicopter. Fuck that.
What's the point? What's the point of having a belt that nobody can technically nobody can actually challenge you for it? Think about
exactly.
That. What is the point in that? Like, if you're fighting better competition, that's all good. But then what happens when that better competition beats you? But they can't get that belt because
what happens when there is no better competition and there is just a Mando and these guys are still fighting bombs?
That too.
That's another good point.
There's a lot of
they need to scrap that shit, man. Get rid of it.
There's just way too many. There's way too many reasons to get rid of it that makes sense than there is reasons to keep it. I can't think of any real reason to keep it.
Me neither. Real quick. Look at all the situations we're putting out there and the shit don't make no sense at all. My bad. Go ahead, Santos.
Real quick, I just want to pose this question. What if a franchise champion from one weight class comes up and wants to fight the franchise champion from the next weight class up and beats him? What does that make him? Super franchise champion?
Man, he's super untouchable and shit. They gonna come up with a belt for that shit. The Ultimate Warrior title or some bullshit. They gonna come up with something.
Blue, platinum, green belt. The double belt. Degrees. Little red dots and shit on each belt.
They're gonna get a triple goose down belt.
skin color belt and all that.
It's could look like one of them bomber jackets just around your waist. Filled with duck feathers.
You're gonna get the gems on it like the Thanos and shit.
He said it's gonna look like a bomber. She gonna have fur around that motherfucker. Like, get this bullshit out of here.
Fucking different.
Hey, Hypnofist says lineal franchise champion. Looking at
Imagine it.
I don't even want to hear. I don't even want to hear that bullshit. If they give it to if they give that shit to Fury with he already holding on to lineal. I mean, he got the. But man, listen, if he come out with that bullshit, man,
should have worn a belt.
Yes, I'm gonna be on my Fozzie shit, nigga. If I ever go to a fight live and I'm throwing tomatoes. Like, get your ass the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, man.
Waka waka waka. I'm chucking nothing but fucking tomatoes at this nigga.
Shit.
Like Angel said, man, this whole franchise shit done fucked up. It's just gonna
Franchise
be, and like I
lineal. That
say,
shit don't even sound right, nigga.
lineal franchise champ.
Yeah, nigga. Shit. The fuck is you
Like,
a checkers,
I'm
nigga?
saying,
A Five Guys?
fry champ.
Yeah, you know what
so
I mean? What are you up there?
if I'm the
Five
super,
Guys?
if I'm the super franchise champion, can I open up my own WBC store and sell merchandise out of my franchise store? I'm the
Right.
franchise champion. I'm opening
If
up my
you
own.
paying sanctioning fees,
I bet you they,
Where's that
and I
money
bet
going
you
to?
you open a store up, nigga. I bet you they gonna tax that shit too.
I'm gonna sell Cleto Reyes gloves out that bitch.
That
and
nigga
all
said
that
Tito
shit.
Reyes.
Back with horsehead on. Some
Shit. And you know you're gonna pay
Last-
taxes to that shit too. You know that,
all
right?
that
They gonna get a piece of that too. They want taxes. Your sales tax and your franchise tax.
Right, man.
They all in your pockets.
I'm gonna sell that
Fuck
shit.
Mauricio, Suleiman, WBC, and that franchise bullshit,
WBC
man.
belt.
Fake motherfucker.
And fuck Mauricio Herrera.
Yeah, fuck all Herreras, goddamn. Fuck all Mauricios.
All
God
Mauricio.
damn, all Herreras,
Mauricio.
Mauricios,
All Mauricios. Fuck them all.
and all Alejandros. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, all you Frenchons out there knocking out bitches, Sonins,
Oh, that's
cheating
fucked up.
motherfuckers.
And let me just be clear, that was a joke. It's an inside joke because one time I was trying to say fuck Mauricio Suleiman, and I almost said
Nah, you
Herrera.
standing on that.
I was like, damn, this nigga Red said
Say
fuck
it with
all
your
Mauricios.
chest.
Like, fuck
Fuck
it.
that.
Uh-huh.
he was like,
Say it
hold
with
up,
your chest.
disclaimer.
Not all Herreras and all Mauricios. I meant Suleiman. Now fuck that, Red. Stand on that shit. Fuck all of them. Mauricios and Herreras. Fuck all y'all.
Like the new, it's
Say
like
it with your chest.
So instead of holding these fighters to the rules of the sanctioning body, the sanctioning body rather just bend their own ruals to be able to get that money off the fighter.
Yep,
They rather
sanctioned
just
bodies
be-
and promoters are down with it too, and the fighters that
They-
accept it, they're all guilty.
They prefer just to be a hoe, basically. They rather be the
Pimp.
boxer's hoe because they're like, well, at least I'm getting paid. And in my opinion, that's not the right way to go about it. That's one thing I gotta give the IBF. They're very good at standing their ground, very good at not, and their mandatory suck because of it. But if all these sanctioning bodies did that, then it would give these boxers no choice but to do what they're supposed to do. However, it's become so corrupt, and these sanctioning bodies are so willing to bend over and just ask to use the Vaseline.
You giving them choices? Hey, look, dog, I got the KY, I got the Vaseline, and I got some other shit, nigga. Or you gonna get it just straight raw? One of those. I'm a donkey punch the shit out you, but you ain't got a choice.
That's why I just wish somebody could hold them accountable and fine them. Like if they were to get fined and those fines are bigger than the profits that they're making, then they're gonna be like, you know what, you got to fight your mandatory.
Good
Hit
point,
him in the wallet.
Hypnofist.
Hit him
That's
in
all
the
they
wallet.
doing. They hitting all these motherfuckers in the wallet, man. Hypnofist put up a good point in his in the last joint he just dropped.
Don't
So
buy
the
it.
problem.
Go ahead.
Problem is simple. The WBC panel the fighters and networks' interest to maximize their sanctioning fees. They bend their rules and ultimately created this whole mess. Yeah, I was just saying something about the bending rules. Yeah, real shit, Hypno.
Don't accept this KY belt, man, because they're giving it.
WBC franchise KY belt. That's
Yeah,
hilarious, nigga.
we got the WBC petroleum belt coming in 2021.
Easy belt. Easy and belt.
Fits
We
around your waist with
smoothly give you
ease.
this shit.
Fits around your waist
We
and
gonna
other
smoothly
crevices.
franchise
No
you.
problem. Uh-huh. It's gonna fit right around your waist. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Backstrap.
Right. They gotta wear the shit backwards. They can't wear it forward. Backstrap promotions, dude.
Oh shit. My cheeks
Tell all the franchise niggas y'all gotta wear y'all belt backwards. You backstrap having ass
Oh
nigga.
God.
Y'all niggas going
Oh
backwards in life,
shit.
nigga.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna regret this.
Nah, no, you're
Yeah,
not.
Nah, LA.
Oh man, who got the Royal Booty Warrior up? That's you, Santos?
I don't know, some weird nigga probably.
Nah, that's the nigga. You ever heard of that's the Royal Booty Warrior, man. And I get where Angel's going with this shit. It's more important than Wilder.
What up though?
What up, LA?
Hey, what's cracking, guys? How's it going?
What
Good
up,
morning.
homie?
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, no, I'm just calling in just to say I don't agree with that fucking franchise shit. I'm gonna say that right off the bat, and I've been saying it. Reason being is because you might not get undisputed. There's too many questions there. But as far as going back to the opposition, me as a fan, I'm not a fighter, so as a fan, I want the bigger, better fights than the Mandos. That's just me. That's my opinion. I don't
Yeah,
know
cause you
how.
casual, dog.
Hold on,
That's what you
hold
is,
on.
bro.
No, I know. Hold on, but I mean, I don't know where you got fanboying. I'm not fanboying for anybody. I'm just, I mean, if you go down like the list, like Jose Ramirez, you rather see him fight
Bro,
Victor
we don't
Poso
need to
or
get into the
Taylor.
history of boxing, the Jose Ramirez, none of that shit. We talking about franchise.
No.
Is
Hey,
he franchise?
I'm not talking about fucking history. I'm just talking about like the fights that are possible. I mean, like Jose Ramirez versus Taylor. I'd rather see that than Jose Ramirez fight Victor Posto. Errol Spence. I'd rather
The
see
thing
him
about
fight.
it, bro, what you need to understand in boxing, you don't decide that, fam. Guys, listen, all the guys that you like, right? That's champions. Wasn't they mandatories at one point?
I'm not saying I'm
Yes or
deciding.
no? Were
I
they
know. I can't
mandatories
decide.
at one point or not?
Who? Who we talking about specifically?
Any of the champions that you like?
Yeah, of
Were
course. What about
okay
it?
then. So therefore, that's robbing somebody's opportunity, right? Of fighting a top dog in that sanctioning body.
Yeah, but I
I
don't care
get,
about that.
I
I,
get
I'm
what
just
Raider.
saying.
But check it out.
I'd rather
LA.
see.
Hey,
LA.
Yeah,
Check
what's
it
up? What's
out
up?
though. Yo,
I
check
know
it
where
out.
LA's coming
That
from,
sounds
but
like some
that
fanboy shit.
shit you still
I don't care
no
about
no.
that.
Fanboy for who? What are you talking about, fanboy? Who am I
Nah,
fanboying for?
LA. Here's the problem with it. The problem with it is this, man. If it
hold on,
continues to
hold
go
on.
that way, then it's just gonna fuck up everything in the long run. It might be a quick fix, or
He said,
it
I'm
might
not a
be
fighter, so I don't want to say.
fast. You know what I'm saying? It might be fast. Oh, we got this fight. But now, what happens when that continues to happen?
No,
None of these mandatories
I
getting shots.
no, I agree. I'm saying I don't like the franchise shit. What I'm trying to say is, if you're fighting a better opponent, it's not a duck. That's all I'm saying.
Boy.
I never
He's
said
ducking the mandatory. That's the thing about it. We're not saying you're ducking a unification or ducking another champ, but when you have a mandatory there,
It's
somebody who's right there, ranked number one,
right.
that's a duck if you're avoiding that fight.
like
think
right now. All right,
I
let me
think
give
if
you an example, Raider. Like Charlo fought his way to be a mandatory for Triple G. I don't know how the fuck he bypassed that shit, but that shit happened. Same thing with Andre. They, you know what I'm saying? Like people are fighting. They putting themselves in position to get these shots, but somehow these motherfuckers, and these are motherfuckers without the franchise belt. So you can see where I'm going with this shit. Motherfuckers
Devin
with the
no.
Haney was
franchise
supposed to
just
fight
gets to
Lomo.
bypass that shit.
right,
I know
right,
how that
Charles.
works, my boy. I know how
Hold
that
on,
works. I'm saying as a
hold on,
fan.
hold on,
All
Right,
right, my bad.
casual fan.
Go ahead.
hold on. Real quick. I want to just make light of what HypnoFist just pointed out and caveat off that. The mandatories are very important to boxing. It keeps the division competitive. Now, to say that, and I'll say this too, good on that, because this is what we're saying, Raider. The thing is, with the mandatories, it's here to pertaining the rules that the sanctioning body has, right? There's a rules or regulations and everything in sanctioning body. Sanctioning body is a governmental entity within the boxing world, right? They're somewhat, they function along with the commissions of each state, to bring boxing to us in an organized manner, right? So when you have rules in the sanctioning body, one, as a public, us as fans, me and you, the paying public, all of us in the chat, we expect them to abide by it of operation. When I was in the Marines for 13 years, almost 14 years, I had to abide by rules and regulations. Okay, I didn't go out and detain anybody, or use excessive force or anything like that. I went by the rules and regulations. Whether it been combat, rules of engagement, or whatever, we have rules of escalation and force. And the thing is, when you have a guy that's mandatory for over 1,000 days, and you skip that because you have a financial interest, but in your rules and regulations, it says this man has an opportunity mandated by our rules and regulations. You don't give that guy a shot, there's an injustice there. There's an irregularity.
Nigga, did you just bang an imaginary gavel?
That's why they're going to court. They're taking legal action, okay? Because when it comes down to it, yes, it's all about money. It's about fans too, but it's about the legalities and the moralities and the ethics of the situation. And boxing is going away from the ethics and the moralities, and it's going to this organization. When you have franchise and all these other belts, it just makes boxing look defunct and immoral.
Exactly.
And give it no foundation. That's
it's going away from what it was.
Give Santos his SB, goddammit.
Hold on. Can I talk now?
Well put, Angel. Learn something. Hopefully, you learn something from that shit. Go ahead.
Hold on. So, I'm not saying I don't want these guys to fight their Mendos, and I didn't say that. I understand all the rules, and I understand why that's in place. I do want them to fight their Mendos. What I'm saying is, if you're gonna give me a better fight, I'd rather watch that fight than the Mendo. That's all I'm saying.
Hey man, AJ's willing to fight Pulev. I'm sure he's willing to fight Usyk, and he's willing to fight unifications and get into the biggest fight in boxing, which is undisputed. That's big champ shit. All the way around the board, big champ shit. Not just a motherfucker who want to chase the biggest payday fight.
And those are his mandos, by the way.
Those are his mandos.
No,
Okay, understand that. That's what a champ does, my nigga. Champ, big champ shit.
All right. Do you rather watch that, or you rather watch against Fury?
All of the above. I want to see AJ fight in a unification. I want to see him fight his mandatories. That's what champs do.
I get that.
The fuck you talking about, dog? This is normal shit. Learn something. Angel was breaking it down for you. Real simple, like.
Hey, I will say that
I don't think you get what I'm trying to say. It's all good.
No, I don't think you get what we saying. Mandatories are important.
I know what you're saying.
Needed.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, I know what you're saying.
What
I'm saying is, I'd rather see a better fight. That's all I'm saying. I'd rather see a better, bigger
except
fight.
mandatories. You just don't want to see that. You just don't want to see them fight their mandatory.
No, don't get my words twisted. Okay, I'm saying I'd rather see a better fight if it's a better opposition. That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is,
so you okay?
But LA, if they do that, where does it stop? You understand? If we give them a pass, where does it end? You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question, LA Raider.
I'll answer. It ends once you start fighting opposition that's worse than your mandatory. If you're fighting opposition that's gonna be worse than your mandatory, then that's a duck.
Yeah, but once you accept it, then you accepting that KY, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're doing, and then now what's gonna happen is they're gonna continue to do that. Once they get their foot in the door with the bullshit's gonna continue. It's gonna overflow.
I don't get that. That's why I don't like the franchise.
Yeah, but don't buy into the first, you know what I'm saying? Don't buy into the big thing in the beginning, because it's not going to be like that all the time. They're going to start pulling some bullshit. That's just
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. If you're going to buy all of it. If you're not going to buy it, then don't buy it. I know what you're saying.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Is
we know what it is with you though, dog. We know what it is.
Well, here's what I'll say. When it comes to unification or undisputed, I'm still with that trumps a mandatory. However, when you got situations like with Dillian White, where guys like Dominic Brazil are getting title shots before you, and these guys are ranked lower than you, I think that's a problem.
And then they told him to fight
Ortiz.
Hey,
Brazil.
hey, Red. To piggyback on what you just said, I agree with you. Mandatories, I mean, unifications and undisputed, that trumps mandatories. But when you accept a status to avoid it altogether, that's a whole different situation.
And that's
And
that franchise
listen,
bullshit.
AJ
All right,
is
let me.
a unified champion, right? He's got mandatories, and he still got undisputed on the table. He got a whole lot on the table. It don't stop at undisputed and unifying. You still got work to do in your own sanctioning body. Okay, niggas is gonna still be working their way up to see you until you lose or retire.
And it's your obligation to uphold those mandatories. You got to give
Yeah.
these motherfuckers they shot.
So
All right.
when you accept franchise, that's the duck belt, nigga. You didn't like, okay, let me get out of this tough situation being locked down in this sanctioned body, having to fight all the dogs that come up this bitch. Let me get out of this first. And let me just get in a comfortable space to where I'm not obligated to fight the best in my sanctioned body. I can just pick and choose who I want to fight. But y'all okay with that? Some of y'all.
Hey, real quick. So you guys agree with that unifications Trump mandatories or not?
Man,
Yeah, we just said
you
unification
just said
Trump
this shit, bro.
mandatories.
What you
All
talking
right, cool. So let me ask you this. So I just wanted to make sure. So if mandatory, I mean, if unifications Trump mandatories, um, are you supposed to give step aside money for that, or is that
about? Huh?
like
Did you not listen to what I just said? My last statement, bro. I agree with what Red said. But when you accept franchise, you are totally removing yourself completely out of the rules.
no,
The
I'm not
rules
talking
of the
about
game.
franchise. I'm not talking about franchise. I'm talking about a whole separate subject. I'm talking about if unifications Trump mandatories, why do you have to give a step aside money or you don't to the mando?
I don't know. Somebody want to deal with this guy? What are you talking about?
Well, this
Because
is what I'll
is it
say.
no? But no, because
Go
what
ahead,
he's
Red.
saying it. Oh, all right, yeah, right. Because I was gonna clear that up real quick.
Well, me personally, I don't think there's like a right or wrong to this question, but me personally, I would say yes because, well, I think it should go one of two ways. It should be either yes, and because you got to keep in mind they're paying sanctioning fees. So I've been paying for these sanctioning fees to get my shot, and now I can't get it because of undisputed or unification. All right. I think there should be some kind of restitution, and that should be financial. However, if they are, if there's a in the contract that they are guaranteed the winner of that unification or undisputed fight, then I don't think they need to get step aside because they're getting their shot. And in fact, they're getting an even better shot because they're not getting one belt, they're getting multiple belts. So that's how I feel about that situation.
This one is for all the marbles. So, all right, Raider, you're saying step aside money, right? All right. So Wilder surgery, he ain't gonna be active until Lord knows when. It depends on how his arm heals up, right? Now, if would I be mad at him if he took step aside money to let undisputed happen? If it happens without this franchise bullshit, in that case, yeah, take the fucking step aside. You in the way. Nigga, take that bread and then come back and you still with the one face, one name bullshit. That shit is still on the table for you when you come back. And you got paid just to step aside and get right. Get your arm right, work on some shit. In that case, yeah, take the step aside bread.
The reason I'm saying is because so Dylan White's the mandatory, right? So if does Tyson Fury have to pay Wilder step aside money and White to fight Joshua next? Like, does he have to pay step aside money to both those guys?
White deserves his shot now. Did you not see this motherfucker's on a prison sentence right now? He should have had his shot last year.
No, I know he's 1,000 days. No, I know that. But I'm just saying, like, if they were to go straight into the fight, AJ and Fury, say Wilder says, you know what, you guys go ahead and fight. Does Fury have to pay step aside money to Wilder and Dylan White? Is my question.
He definitely is gonna have to pay money to Wilder because
I don't
that's
know, man.
just
But what
that's
point
just
are you making,
contract.
bro? Like, what are you getting at, man? For real.
No, it's just a question, my boy. So I'm trying to get
I
that.
don't know
So
about
a lot of people
I
don't
don't know
know that.
about White,
I
but I
don't work
know
for
Since
I
top.
know
We don't work for Top Rank and how they.
I
Man, we
definitely
don't
know
know
he has
who
to
all
pay
them pages
Wilder,
represent.
but he does. I don't know about White.
I know you don't work for Top Rank. I'm just asking a question. Maybe you guys know.
Nope. I just know they will have to pay Wilder because contractually that's a given. So he's gonna get step aside money. How it works for
We're talking
Dillian
about
White,
franchise in this mandatory situation. So yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
real quick. Hey,
that's
Black. Hold on. Hey, Black, you got a problem with me or what's up? Because I feel like
Nigga, I ain't got
there's
a problem with nobody.
no, I know, but
You a guest, my nigga.
I
Matter of
know, but
fact, let me let you know
hold on.
something, dog. Let me let you know something.
What's up?
The
What's
reason
up?
why I don't really too much care about you, bro, you show up to disagree. I know what the fuck
What?
you is. It's certain
What are you
niggas that
talking
just show
about?
up to disagree, bro. That's it.
Nah, I've never disagreed with you on anything. Today
All
is
right,
the only
bro.
time that I kind
My
of
nigga,
disagree with you.
I
Hold
got
on, let me
receipts.
finish. Hold on, hold
So
on,
you niggas do silly
hold on,
shit like this, and then when
hold
I
on,
embarrass y'all,
hold on,
y'all want to say,
hold on,
"Oh, Black
hold on.
going hard on the nigga."
All right, hold on. Hey, all right. So let me tell you that all the other guests right here, no problems. You know, if I disagree with them, no problems. I don't know why you're getting emotional if somebody don't agree
No,
with you.
because
What's cracking?
it's not about emotion. It's just that I fuck with my community, my nigga. You're not part
That's
of
all
my
good.
community. You only show up to disagree in my
Nah,
comments. If I'm doing a live stream
nah.
and you
Pull up
disagree
the
with the
receipt.
shit, I pay attention to motherfuckers on my channel, bro. So you can't bring nobody else involved in this conversation when I'm talking about me and you.
All right. So
I know
if
what
I
I'm dealing
disagree,
with.
so if I've been on your show before. Have we ever
Yeah,
had any
before.
beef? That's what I'm saying. Have we ever had any beef? Any
I didn't say
whatsoever?
nothing about I didn't say nothing about no beef, dog. I just said you show up to disagree.
No, I know, but
I'm
what
not
I'm trying
worried
to say
about
is,
no fucking beef, nigga. I'm
all
talking
right. So
about disagreements. You
listen.
you don't really fuck with the channel. You just show up when you disagree on something. That's
Nah.
it.
Hey, my boy, I don't do that. That's not me. I think
All
you
right,
got your feelings
okay.
mixed
So
up.
I got the Flame series going. You said you've been on my show before. Have you been part of that series? Have you showed
What
up?
series? If I
Right.
can,
What
I
series?
do.
You don't even know
Whatever.
about it.
You
Are
have
you
like
sub?
14 episodes. You have like 14, right?
Yeah. Have you been to any of them?
Okay. Have I been on the lives?
Have you showed up to get on?
No, I haven't been on the lives.
Okay. What you talking about? You don't fuck with the channel. Like I said,
Hey,
I made my point.
all right, bro. If I mean, just because I'm not on your live doesn't mean I don't listen to your. How do you know
No, I'm only making
I don't
my
hear the
point,
playback?
bro, is that
I know, but
my
listen.
experience
I
with
don't got no
you
beef with you.
and
Listen,
other
hold on.
people.
Listen, I support you, man. I listen to your playbacks. If I'm not there on the lives, it's because I can't.
Cool. You a
Some things are
background
good.
nigga, bro. You in the bushes. But I get it. I'm glad you're here
So
though.
I mean, so
I
what's
give
wrong with
you
that?
I give you time of day, my nigga. I don't come to
I
your
know.
platform. You ain't even got one.
I appreciate that you let me on, but I mean, just
You
because I
going
don't
you gonna
agree
hit
with
me with
you,
a question. Hey, you got a problem with me or something? Like nigga, fuck you talking about? I'm doing
no,
boxing
because
talk. I don't give a
the
shit
reason
about you.
listen, the reason I'm telling you is because I feel that you're trying to come at me. I haven't done shit to you.
You know, only a fanboy feel like I'm coming at them because I press they fighters. That's it. I
A
don't worry about
fanboy
you
of
little
who?
motherfuckers mad at me about pressing y'all fighters, nigga.
A fanboy of who?
You know who you a
Fanboy of who?
fanboy of, my nigga. I got
What?
receipts on you. I got receipts
Fanboy of
on you.
who?
But I don't too much care, bro. You either gonna add to the topic or you gonna talk about me and you because
No,
I don't
because
care about this
you're
shit.
making all these assumptions and you're not answering the question.
I'm not
Fanboy of
assuming
who?
shit. I'm
So
doing
a
a
fanboy
live
of who?
stream. If you need me to
Fanboy
pull
of who?
receipts, I'll pull receipts on you, nigga.
Receipts on what?
All right,
About
man.
what?
Whatever. All right,
No,
bro.
no.
Listen. We got another show. We got a show to run. I'm not worried about this nigga. Anyhow, I got
That's
receipts
not.
on the nigga.
If you
I ain't
got the
got to
receipts, you
expose
got the
him.
receipts.
Every time I expose a nigga, y'all know what happens. You know, niggas get real tight. So I ain't worried about him. Go back
I
on that
know.
other fanboy side shit, bro. I know
I
who
know
you
where that
is.
was. I know where that was going. I was trying to listen to see where that was going.
Yeah, he came on here to address me. That's it.
I
So
thought it was boxing tour, but unless he got some other shit popping out, shit, you got
yeah,
to
I'm
show
not
me some
worried about that.
receipts.
When motherfuckers, when you start hitting a topic that's pressing some shit that they don't like, they want to redirect and make it about them. I feel like you got a problem with me or something. Man, fuck. It's a show, bro. Get your ass back in the chat if you don't like what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Simple shit. Simple shit. You know? I know who fuck with me and who don't. You know? And I know who you a fanboy of. Because you only show up on them certain videos or certain topics when I'm speaking on it. So it is what it is. What's understood ain't got to be talked about.
Oh damn!
Just in the bushes promotions. I already know who in the bushes. You know? This is a cleansing season. We're gonna find out who really with me and who not. And I'm Gucci with the shit.
I just thought he was trying to talk some shit. If he got some other shit, he on some other shit than shit. I ain't know that shit.
So I'm just flaming this franchise shit. Sometimes niggas jump in the flame and they take it a certain kind of way. Man, it ain't look, whatever. Ever since I've been flaming on this franchise shit, when it came to Canelo, Tyson Fury, I'm saying this whole WBC franchise shit, period. I know who got favoritism for what side and whoop-de-whoop, and you guys want to say, yeah, but it's this and yeah, but it's that. It ain't no buts. This franchise shit is some whole shit. Okay?
We could agree on that, but shit. Let that nigga defend his point. I don't know where he was going with it. I mean, I understood some of it, but all the other extra shit, I don't know nothing about.
Yeah, I just want to get back on boxing. Fuck talking about me and him. I don't worry about that.
Yeah,
get back in the chat with that.
Raiders usually a cool dude.
Yeah.
Sounds like El Jefe, but he cool. Like I had to ask that.
Yeah.
Is that Jefe?
So I mean, everybody got their own relationships with people, but there's certain ones that I deal with, you know, personally. Like I know who I deal with, so like I ain't got no issue with nobody who cool with him. You know, he do him. That's why I say I give people their space now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, not everybody get along with me and all that shit. Cool. Stay on your side.
I see you in the chat, Raider, man. You all right, bro. Got a little heated, but ain't shit.
You know, all I'm saying is like, nigga, if you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If not, you don't.
Yeah, he said he support if he can't get on the lives and all that shit. As long as you support the channel, you good. You know what I mean? You good, Raider. You sound like Jefe, but you good. Smoke a cigarette or something. Get some bass in your voice.
I mean, I kind of see where he's coming from, but at the end of the day, I can't ignore the whole thing about you got a guy who's paying his sanctioning fees, who worked through the ranks, and who's not getting a shot because of bullshit reasons.
Hold on, right. Hypnofist. We're not changing the rules. We're saying Fury had to, that's why we flaming the franchise belt. We're not. This is why we're flaming it.
No, he's not disagreeing with us. He's just basically posing a question, like how we change the rules of Fury. If Lennox had
I just took a quick glance.
Yeah,
because if that's the case, then Fury ain't fucking lineal because Klitschko didn't beat Lennox. I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck he got lineal.
I've heard so
in order to get lineal, you got to beat the man who beat the man. Klitschko didn't beat the man. He didn't get that rematch.
But retirement, and there's been that debate. So retirement don't expel that status then?
It does. This is how I
don't know how that works. Though.
Somebody in the chat earlier said they gotta die for that status to go away.
Yeah. No, this is what I heard.
You gotta die for this shit.
This is what I heard. When they retire,
shout out to Angel. People come and go.
When they retire, a new lineage has to start, and the way that happens,
Mills Lane.
The way that happens, and the way that happens is if number one and number two got to fight, and whoever wins out of number one and number two, and we're not talking about a specific sanctioning body, just number one and number two over the whole division, right. That person becomes lineal, and you know, it becomes very iffy. Like lineal, I like the idea of lineal, but it just seems to cause way more arguments with no clear-cut answers.
So now Jose Yepes said the Ring magazine gives you lineal, but Fury, didn't he just win that lineal belt versus Wilder in this last fight?
No, that's what they was using to sell the fight.
So the whole time he had that.
Yeah, but my whole time was how the fuck did he get lineal before Wilder? I mean, before the Wilder fight, but that's what they was using to campaign the fight, like lineal versus WBC.
Well, because he beat Klitschko, but I just didn't. Yeah, I mean, I thought
you are supposed to lose it when you retire, and a lot of people feel that he retired after that Klitschko fight.
Which he didn't retire. That motherfucker was on a coke binge and some other shit.
Yeah, he did retire the shit.
But
that's why at
he
the
said
time Wilder and AJ should have fought, and that would have answered everything. Shit.
Yeah, but he said he released some really retire-ish statements. Like he never outright said I'm retiring from the sport of boxing, but he said a lot of things that could be taken that way, and that's why a lot of people feel that he's not lineal because a lot of people feel he was lineal, and then he I forget what the statement was, but he released some kind of statement on Twitter that made people think that he was retiring. So they
Okay.
feel he's not lineal anymore. But yeah, it's just there's no like
See, Toby just put he's lineal because he beat Vlad. Vlad wasn't lineal because Vlad didn't beat Lennox. That's what I'm saying.
a lot of people feel that Vlad would have had to fight his brother to become lineal. Because you can't say you're lineal until you die. That doesn't make sense. So nobody can hold that status because you're still alive and kicking, but you're not. Come on, let's be honest. Lennox ain't never coming back.
Exactly. He retired, but
You gotta go see him in the street.
He beat exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that work? How the fuck do you gain lineal? Lineal is basically you beat the man who beat the man. Vlad didn't beat Lennox, so how the hell did Vlad gain status from Lennox retiring? He didn't beat Vlad. He didn't beat Lennox
It don't really make sense. You're right. That's like
at
on
all.
some
Well, he wouldn't have to beat Lennox. He would
Charlie
just have to
Z shit
be.
where you just run
So
up
he
on him
had-
when he's doing comedy.
He would just
So
he would just
basically
have to be
he
number one and number two, number
So
one
he-
or number two, and
so he
fight
inherited
the
it.
other guy.
but number two would have been his brother at that point, wouldn't it?
Exactly, which is why it
This
doesn't seem
stupid.
like a
He ain't lineal. That
lineal.
lineal shit is bullshit. Fuck that. He didn't. Vlad didn't beat him, and neither did fucking Vlad. The other motherfucker. Neither one of them
Thought
brothers.
about that
was-
shit.
Let's see if
before
we
he
can
got
get the
on that.
records. Let's see if we can get the records of their last fight when they were kids. Because one of them beat the shit out of the other one growing up.
Well,
Then we'll know
honestly,
who lineal is.
Lod said that his brother was whipping his ass. Vitaly be whipping his ass when they be sparring.
Vladdy looked like Vitaly looked like he hit harder anyway. He looked like I could believe that shit.
Nah, he don't hit harder. He just tougher.
No, I'm talking about like if them two hit you, who you think hitting harder? The
Vlad.
the stiff
Vlad
up
hits
neck
harder
mother.
than Vitaly.
Nah, shit, I'm taking Vitaly. Vitaly, I seen that nigga fold motherfuckers. There's a difference between when niggas when they fall
With
and
an
react to the
accumulation
punches.
of punches.
Shit, Vitaly
Accumulation, I
was
think.
stretching motherfuckers out.
Nah, Lod was stretching motherfuckers out.
They both was, but I'm saying, look at the reaction. Like, I favor Vitaly
Chris
because
Bird said it.
Vlad's too
Chris
damn
Bird said it.
stiff.
Yo, Chris Bird said it. He was like, Vlad hit way harder than Vitaly.
Man, listen, fuck that. That's to him.
Hey,
To
AOBZ
me-
in the chat says Vlad said Vitaly used to beat his ass in sparring.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I could believe it. Vlad's fucking stiff.
Yeah. He is stiff, but he hits harder. He just can't.
Shit, I think
He just
I
ain't a
think
better
Yeah,
fighter.
maybe Vitaly's mobility.
Yeah, we need to pull up knockouts from both brothers and see reactions. I swear to God,
Everybody
to me,
who faced
Vitaly hits
both of
harder.
them, everybody who faced them said that Vlad punched harder than
Man,
Vitaly.
fuck
It's
that.
just Vitaly put it together better. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna keep coming at you. Vlad jab, grab, right hand grab, check hook grab.
Oh God, I just need to see. I'm gonna look that shit up on my phone once we get off this shit. I'm gonna see I'm gonna see the reactions to these niggas knockouts. Fuck that. Fuck who telling me who hit hard. I'm going off of reactions.
Go
Like,
for
damn.
it. I see Vlad stretch some motherfuckers one shot. Boom. Just
Yeah, but
one
Vitaly
shot.
did the same thing.
Nah, it was
Man,
accumulation.
I'm gonna have to do a nice stream for you niggas to debate this. Which brother is better and shit, or which brother hit harder? Like,
Nah, I think Vitaly
That's
is a better all-around fighter.
that's a good argument, man. I mean, imagine them two niggas in the street.
what?
Yo, I'm gonna go get my brother. Mind you, one whoop ass, the other one whoop ass too. Two big
Why he get
6'6"
his brother there? He
motherfuckers.
whooping niggas.
Yeah, just
You
in case
want
you're trying
a
to
quick
jump him,
ass
I'm gonna go get.
whooping?
Oh,
Or
you want
a long ass whooping?
Give me the quick one, nigga. Fuck
Exactly.
Give me the quick starch, nigga.
We go by the name of 6 feet deep, nigga. We over 6'6". We put niggas 12 feet in the ground, nigga. We bump betting caskets, motherfucker. Who
But
want
that's
problems?
the thing about Vlad. Vlad punched harder, but his chin wasn't as like Vitaly's. Vitaly was eating them fucking Lennox Lewis shots, busting his whole face up, and he still ain't fold.
Nah, but that's because he was upright. He was there to get hit. I mean, they both stiff, but shit, nigga.
He said, Vlad.
His eye was falling apart in that Lennox Lewis fight, nigga. You
His
saw the
whole
Vaseline?
face was falling off. Look at the state of his face.
Who said that shit? That was Jim Lampley.
Lennox said that shit. He was like, "Look at the state of his face." I wouldn't say that. Look at the state of his face. He was clearly deteriorating. That's what he said. Deteriorating.
That nigga eye was gone. A couple more punches that
he had cuts on his mouth. He had cuts on his whole face was melting.
No, his eye though, son. That gash on the eye. I've never. He had an eye on top of his eye. Like
he had three cuts on his eye.
Yeah, like his regular eye. The eye on top looked like it had pink eye from the gash. Like that shit was bad.
He opened up his third eye.
Yeah, that was his fourth.
Yeah, man.
I guess I'm gonna call it the forehead, nigga.
Yeah, that shit was terrible.
Looking forward to the future and shit.
It was a good fight, but I'm like, damn, this nigga's eye is getting torn apart.
They stopped it to save face.
To save face, word.
I'm gonna save your face. They stopped that shit to save Vitaly's face. They're like, save face promotions. His whole face is about to fall off, man. Holy shit. Yeah, man. I'm glad they stopped that shit. It was a good fight, though.
Hell yeah, that shit was a good fight. I was mad that they didn't fucking rematch.
Lennox retired, right?
Yeah, Klitschko won that shit bad.
Yeah, but
Lennox was like,
Lennox was gonna fight that chubby dude, and then went in there and got in there with Vitaly instead. 2 weeks notice or something.
And that shit worked out all wrong.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the dude's name. Was it Kirkland? What was his name? The dude that he was gonna fight. Oh fuck, I can't remember his name. But dude was gonna get whitewashed anyway by Lennox. And then Lennox didn't really train like that. Then he just said, "Fuck that shit."
I'm on my way out. Fuck this shit. I ain't doing another fucking 12 rounds of this shit or however long it went.
Y'all remember that post-fight interview? He seemed irritated that whole interview, right?
But they was asking him good questions. That's why he was irritated. Like, did you expect him to be that much of a problem?
Hey, real quick, man. Hey, real quick, man, because this nigga probably the background. I got to do this shit because, see, I don't like addressing this shit on live with some of these cats because they know what they do on that slick shit, and I got my receipts. Then I got to address this shit on live, but it's another nigga who just left a comment. I know that y'all know this nigga, Washi Rockmon, bro. You can stay out my comments too, dog. Like, you can't diss me and then say what you say, and then later on you want to be all laughing emojis and be all in my comments. Like, nigga, get out my shit, bro. Get out my shit. If you want to tell me, well, I keep my feed top quality. You know, I'm not even sub. I just pop through. All right, nigga, stay on my comments. Why the fuck you here still? Then 3 or 4 videos later, you want to be on some laughing emoji shit. Man, get out my shit, bro. You know, I want real solid niggas that's rolling with me, not these fake ass niggas that show up every now and then talking with that ego. Y'all can kick rocks. So YC too, bro. You can move around, bro. Do that shit somewhere else. That half-ass support. Sorry, fellas. Go ahead.
Damn, you got people leaving comments while the stream's still going?
No, he commented on something else. I'm like, nigga, why you commenting on my shit? Move around, nigga. So I already told the nigga before, but I don't know. I don't want to have to block the nigga. Just go where your top quality feed shit is, nigga.
Damn.
Do that. So niggas leave little slick comments and try to diss because they might not like a certain video or whatnot. And I'm just doing me. I'm on my own channel, and y'all niggas got feelings about what I do. So move around. Stay out my comments, you know, or stay in the bushes. You know what I mean? Keep your feed top quality, but stay off my shit, bro. Move around.
Ain't no half-stepping promotions.
Yeah, fuck that half-stepping shit, nigga. We go 100 over here. So I'd rather keep it like this anyway, man, because hey, I flames on certain topics, and I'm not thinking about you niggas' feelings. You niggas love to get in the fucking line of fire of these fucking athletes,
Oh shit!
and
I'm
we
burning
just
my
sticking to
food.
the sport of boxing. You know, I ain't got time for these moist ass fanboy niggas. Stay off my shit, bro. Y'all gonna get roasted, all of y'all. So
Yeah, speaking of
stay where
roasted,
it's
nigga,
comfortable on that side.
almost roasted my jerk
I
chicken
like
fucking with
LA
your
though.
ass. Yeah, I fuck
I
with
like
Raider.
LA though.
Yeah, I mean, he a
Almost
cool
fuck,
guy, but
almost
when
fuck
I
my
start
jerk
hitting
chicken up
certain
fucking with you,
topics, I
Black.
started seeing how he changed his tone and how he started coming at me because it was a group of niggas he was rolling with that was on the same shit. That's cool. Just stay off my channel. You know what I mean? You can't diss me one day and then act like everything is all gravy and cool. Nigga, come on, bro. You don't fuck with me, so stop acting. Don't get on my live trying to front like, nigga, I just all of a sudden started picking at you. Nigga, I'm not like that. So if I check you on something and I come direct, nigga, I'm coming real. Cause I'm cool with everybody. So niggas be trying to turn that shit in. You got a problem, nigga? I ain't got beef with nobody. Nigga, I do me. So a lot of niggas love to come here to disagree on what the fuck I do. And that's cool and everything. If you feel how you feel, cool. But just stay out there with the shit. Don't be trying to act like coming back like we all gravy and cool. Niggas, some of y'all niggas just be on some other shit. Y'all really do. I don't be having time for that fanboy fake shit. So if you fuck with the UDC, you fuck with Black, cool. If not, don't, nigga. Don't. Not competing, trying to get thirsty subs like a lot of y'all niggas do. Go for any and everything. Nah, man. I want to see the best fights. We was talking about this franchise tag and mandatories, man. Anything that's any fighter that's approving of that shit, they gets that flame. You know what I mean? Mandatories is part of boxing. So of course we want to see unifications, undisputed, all of that. Cool. But a fighter who act like they ain't gotta fucking defend and they ain't gotta fight their mandatories, get that sucker shit out of here. You know what I mean? You're not bigger than the sport. You're not bigger than the fans. Fans is what help you get to that point. Sanctioning body and all the rules is what help you become a champ. So now all of a sudden, because somebody feeling themselves and they making money, now all of a sudden they get to rearrange the whole rules of boxing. And I'm supposed to fold because a bunch of you fanboy niggas feel some type of way. Man, fuck off my channel. That's how I feel.
Well, my thing is this: somebody gave you the shot. You need to be willing to give others the shot. You know, not just picking and choosing who you think you can beat. Um, you know that. I mean, look at like that's one thing I could give Bermain Stavern credit for. You know,
Yeah.
he got his shot. It might have been a vacant title, but he still got his shot, and he didn't. From my recollection, he never tried to deny Deontay Wilder a shot.
Good point.
And so that it's you can call it the circle of life or whatever you want to call it, but there's a cycle there. Somebody allowed you to get your shot, you need to be willing to give others their shot.
Yeah.
Red Glove declined my shot on his panel.
Well, you supposed to get at him with your Sean Connery shit. It's a hater. Right. No, okay. But yeah, man, shit. Joshua Greer, man, you know, he was the topic of today's live stream. Hey, man, losses comes with boxing too, man. You know, so I don't never just, give up
Write
on
him
a
off.
fighter and just say, oh, he done. Nah, it's just a second loss. I saw Tevin Farmer too, man. He back training, trying to get back. Hey, I'm not counting him out either, man. Was this like his fourth or fifth loss or whatever? But hey, it's
Yeah,
boxing.
but Tevin get
I'd
busy.
like to see him do good, though. I'd like to see him do good, man. Be
I would
honest with
love
you.
to see him fight Tank.
I was a little hurt by him losing, you know what I mean? Because I like Tevin Farmer, man. He's good for boxing. He's good for
Yeah,
boxing.
Red, you
And
don't play.
he don't
he
duck
never listen,
nobody.
hold on. He never ducked, he wasn't ducking no mandatories. Okay. He was an active fighter. I mean, all that shit, man. So I like him. He's good for boxing. Took a
Yeah,
loss and
he get.
bounced back.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
how it works. Your Red Glove is back.
Huh?
He's
Nah, I
he's,
was looking
he's
at the
on the.
traffic. I
You
don't
said
know if
what,
he said
y'all?
he was. Yeah,
Oh, you
Red
talking
Glove
about a
said.
private chat.
Yeah. He said. I think he said he's good to go if he's jumping
Oh,
back on.
I
No,
be
but
forgetting you be jumping in that private chat like that.
oh yeah, it pop up. You know what I mean? It means one of my niggas is back there. for the most part. But Tevin, Tevin's about all that action. See, but I like fighters like that. I don't give a fuck if you got 1, 2, 3 losses. If you getting it, like look at Arturo Gatti. All about that action. He ain't got the best record in the world, but look at his fights.
Yeah.
He'll get in there with anybody. I like fighters like that.
Yeah, man.
Work his way back up the rankings and get it popping.
Yeah. Somebody who brought up that point, I think Tony Reviews in the last Flame Series episode, he was talking about how I mean, mandatories are very important because like that's how Buster Douglas beat Tyson. Shit.
Good point.
Got a shot.
He fought his way up there and made the most of it.
Well, one fight of fame, nigga. Hey, beat Tyson and that was it.
Yo,
hey, he got a shot.
That shit personal. Is that why he ain't jump? Oh, I see the private chat now. I'm about to say, oh man, I was just joking. I was just trying to get him rolling.
Oh shit, Santos. Here we go.
Here we go, Angel. Just jokes.
This nigga about to snap up. Motherfucker! Get it transformed.
Good transform in the optimus.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, you found a good spot, man. Stay underneath the tree.
All right, all right.
That nigga Santos walking his property with his phone in his hand, just looking at the sky. Just got it. Ding.
All right, cool.
COVID glitching and shit.
Yeah, Santos cook.
Probably cooking for real in the kitchen and shit.
Nah, he outside trying to find a signal.
About to catch a chicken to chop up, man. Backyard.
You think you're grease lightning?
Nigga back there chasing chickens like Roy Jones and shit.
What y'all was talking about though?
Oh, we were still talking about this. We was just speaking on Tevin Farmer. You know, like fighters like him who got losses but real active. You know, they good for the sport. You know, he won all the action, like Charles was saying.
Yeah. You got 1 or 2 losses that don't make or break your career.
Yeah, shout out to the people who kept boxing alive, even when they took devastating losses and people just wrote them off. You got to keep in mind how they got there and what they did in their past to get them in that position.
Shit, look at the trilogy. Fucking Ward and Gotti.
Yeah.
Ward had what? 12 losses? Maybe 12, I think. I know he double digit.
Like, well, I seen Hopkins getting a lot of heat when he got knocked out the ring, and I'm like, y'all caught him on the end of his career. That motherfucker was straight fire when early in his career, man. And he put on a hell of a lot of shows, and he was 50. God damn it, y'all. Give him a break. Holy shit.
But when you get put on the scores table, is a different look.
Yeah, but when you're 50, that's where you're supposed to be.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be behind.
In the first place.
Yeah, you're supposed to be back there. You're supposed to be back there.
Put him in the commentating spot.
He was like, he put him where he need to be on that score table.
Yeah, and not in a good way, nigga. He got put in a score. Yo, my ankle rolled. No, nigga, you got put there. Your ankle didn't roll.
He punched you with them punches.
You should have rolled that punch, nigga. You got put out.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to know when to hold him, when to fold him.
Shit.
Yeah,
he folded your ass right, and he stuck the dismount too, right in front of Roy and whoever the fuck else was calling that fight. Oh, pow! And my ankle. Yeah, bullshit, nigga.
Yeah, man, I ain't buy into that shit. As soon as he turned into the alien, I was like, I don't know about that alien outfit. It's like shit.
Nah, didn't he come out with the alien when he fought? He came out when he fought Pavlik.
Yeah, he did, but I knew it was downhill from there. Even though it was a good performance, a hell of a performance, I just was like, I'm not feeling that alien shit.
Hey, Trav said he loves seeing Hopkins get knocked out the ring. He made money that night, a 53-year-old as a favorite over a 27-year-old.
Yeah, Trav, right. Put it in perspective. You know,
put it in perspective. Yeah, you 53, nigga. You about to get your ass whooped.
Yeah, like if you reverse our ages, we the same age. Like 25, I'm fucking 52. Like the fuck, man. What you think was gonna happen? We could, but damn, he held on for a long ass time, man. And that go to show you right there, man, that hard work paid off. It paid off, man. Age ain't nothing but a number till you like 50.
You get knocked off until you hit that score table. Shit.
He was doing all right up until he got caught. You know what I'm saying? But I think that what was it, that fight with Crusher took a lot out of him, man, because that was like a 12-round ass whooping. He ate that shit.
That little awkward shit he normally do to get fighters frustrated and off rhythm, that didn't work against Kovalev.
Well,
when he got hit on top of that dome, I was like, damn.
Yeah, but Kovalev was steamrolling niggas.
Yeah, he sure was, man.
Shit, look at he had Adonis Stevenson's ass in hiding. That nigga did not want to fight him at all. It didn't matter if it was in Canada or anywhere else. And that's why I don't respect that motherfucker. I'm glad he good now because, you know, that last fight was some bullshit. He got hurt, but the minute
he got hurt, what you mean he got hurt? That's a light way to put it.
No, I mean, you know what I'm saying? He got stretched, but I'm saying the way he
come in the ring too.
Exactly. I'm Superman and all this shit, but he would not fight Kovalev. And the minute Ward got that belt off his ass, this nigga jumped right on that motherfucker. Was like, "Hey, let's unify." Where the fuck were you at when Kovalev was knocking motherfuckers out? He did not want. He ain't want no smoke with Kovalev.
And you know what? He would have had a good opportunity to get Kovalev out of there. Oh,
I was thinking the same shit,
but he didn't believe that shit.
Right, he didn't believe in it. That punch was shit. If other people were icing him, you know, if that left landed, that might have been fucking good night. Shit, that left was like fucking Wilder's right hand and light heavyweight, but he had a little better skill and he set it up very well. And
he did not believe in that shit against Kovalev at all.
I don't know why not. I mean, when he took out dude in the first round, Bad Chad, that shit was devastating. Bad Chad was supposed to be the man. He was getting all the big up, pound for pound.
Yeah.
And he just slept him. That motherfucker was half sleep standing up. That motherfucker was leaning.
that nigga Adonis saw that shit, was like, ring check.
Whenever they do that shit, they lean and they ride that rope.
Nigga, that shit ain't by choice.
I'm just saying, it's a pattern. And they usually smile. That shit always gets me too. I'm like, why the motherfuckers smiling?
They had a good. Them niggas is well rested after that. They had well rested. Just, hey, fight's over. Seriously? Did I win? How'd I do?
Them knockouts be coming with good dreams, I guess. You know?
Yeah, they dream they still had that title.
Engineer now. Wake up like, god damn.
Yo, 50 did Kirkland dirty when he got knocked out by fucking Canelo. That was his fighter.
You say he did him dirty?
Oh, you ain't see the jokes 50 had when he got knocked out by Canelo?
He roasted his own fighter?
Hell yeah, he said, yo, he hit Kirkland into a whole new career. Nigga, 50 was roasting Kirkland.
That nigga just overly savage, nigga.
That nigga said he woke up and thought he wanted to do construction. Like, yo, I got a whole new career. I was like, yo, 50,
you know what?
Shit.
We didn't allow that nigga to make it, bro. He smoothly escaped the flame, bro, for the shit that he did.
Gamboa and Kirkland.
Yeah, 50, you ain't off the hook, 50 Cent.
Yo,
you love trolling niggas.
He had the other dude too. I'm trying to think. Dib, Willie Dib. Didn't he have Dib?
I only know two fighters. I know he had Kirkland and I know he had Gamboa.
Every time
he was roasting both them niggas after they lost. I'm like, nigga, that's your fighter.
Yeah. You stupid ass. Roast yourself, nigga.
And
yeah, like nigga, you paying these motherfuckers.
They be on win streaks till they join him.
And then them shits end up ugly. Look at Gamboa and Crawford. Ugly.
Yeah.
Crawford, motherfucking Kirkland, shit.
He from Omaha. You could beat him.
I can see 50 putting a battery in these niggas' back. Yeah, I don't need Air Wolf. Put me in there with Canelo. Crucified. Nigga said he hit him. Nigga said he hit him and woke up to a new profession. I was like, 50, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. That's your man. You putting there with Canelo, nigga. And I should have had his hard hat. Like, you ain't shit, nigga. You was a motherfucker.
Well, and Wolf put Kirkland on smash too when he fought that one dude and was like, yeah, you You won that fight. Told the other fighter. Then he won. Right in the ring, right after the match. Right after Kirkland got the decision. She was like, you won that fight. Yeah, man. So he been getting heat all over the place.
Yeah, except for that one loss when he lost to that Japanese dude who couldn't knock out shit. What he had, like 2 or 3 knockouts and knocked Kirkland out in the first round or second round. I was like, this is some bullshit. What the fuck?
Yeah, didn't I'm pretty sure Witchcart slept him too, didn't he? Didn't
He only been knocked out twice. Kirkland only got 2 losses, 3 losses?
Paul Williams knocked that Asian dude out?
Oh, probably. But I know that Asian nigga ain't got no punching power. Put his ass out in the first round or the second round, max.
He was dropping Kirkland with that jab. Dropped him like 2 or 3 times with that shit. He finished him too.
Kirkland was fresh out some pussy in that fight or something because that nigga legs was gone.
Yeah, man. No Ann Wolf, no W.
So Ann Wolf undefeated, right?
Yeah, with Kirkland.
Yeah,
except for just
yeah, when she's in his corner, that nigga's undefeated.
Yeah, undefeated trainer, man. Well,
I still don't understand how they let that shit pop with him and Canelo, and she ain't in the corner. I ain't get that shit. That's your biggest fight, and she not there.
They probably paid him off not to have her in the corner.
Yeah, franchise treatment, man.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked.
How that go?
He said franchise or franchise.
We'll give you the shot, but no Ann Wolf.
Either way, he got his wig knocked back. Bang!
Yeah, that was a devastating loss too. Canelo beat the shit out of him.
Made that nigga do a helicopter twist in there and shit.
Yeah, that nigga did a pirouette or whatever the ballerinas do, nigga, on the spin around with the arms open on some figure skater shit. That nigga went down bad.
You know what it is? He go back to the corner and he ain't have fucking Ann Wolf back there telling him you look like shit. He had someone like, you're doing pretty good. Just watch out for this.
Ann Wolf be whooping his ass in the corner. Smack, pow. Nigga, the fuck you doing? This ain't the game plan, nigga.
You look like shit.
Oh, you ain't see the right? Here come the left. Pow.
Come from here. Bang.
And then get in the ring and lose his goddamn mind. I ain't taking no more slaps in the corner. I'm bad enough for getting punched in the face.
Yeah,
we ain't gonna be doing this in the corner.
Worse than the corner.
Exactly. We ain't gonna be doing this all night. I got how many more rounds? 9. I'm gonna get this nigga out here at 3. You ain't gonna keep slapping me.
Left it alone, like fuck that shit.
Hey, I'm gonna shut it down, man. But thank y'all for coming on, Charles, 1-2 Kid, Angel. We had Red Glove on this bitch, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat that tuned in. Trav, back-to-back live streams. He back with us and shit. So shout out to Trav. And yeah, man, we gonna keep it G on this side, bro. There's a lot of fuckery going on in boxing, but we gotta keep that shit G, man. We gotta keep it real and keep the real sport of boxing alive, not this new type of boxing shit they trying to push through. You know what I mean? There's some people that's actually speaking up, and there's other people that's actually making excuses for the shit. And I agree that maybe some things need to change when it comes to sports over time, but there's certain things that don't need to change. Like you don't need to be changing the idea of champions not fighting mandatories and trying to give somebody this imaginary new status that allows them not to lose the status when they beat. And it's just we ain't got no more patience for the sucker shit. That silly sucker shit. I ain't got no more patience for those silly sucker niggas and fanboys on this channel. Don't even do it. Don't even try it. You know what I mean? I only want solid motherfuckers on this side. And everybody that's on this panel is solid, and shown over a consistent period of time that they solid. I done seen motherfuckers change up and get on some sucker shit. And y'all niggas need to stay the fuck off this shit, for real. You know what I mean? It's many other channels. Like Bob Aaron said, go to another organization. Nigga, go to another channel. Okay? Simple shit. You know what I mean? So, if it's some shit you don't like, just bounce. Bounce. Go where they go, where you're accepted with the bullshit and the fuckery. But no fanboy energy over here. Real boxing talk. That's it. Excuse me. Realist boxing talk. You know what I mean? And equal opportunity flame. Angel started that. So we stand with that shit. Truth Hurts crew.
You know what I mean? A lot of feelings gonna get hurt in this shit. But at the end of the day, man, truth is at the beginning of the shit. So if you hurt by the truth, man, you need to do some changing or something. You know, self-evaluation, some shit. That's all I got. Charles, 1-2 Kid, anything else?
Shout out to Regular Militant. We need another
Nigga.
Earn with Hearn, man. Come on, give us an Earn with Hearn, man. Shit, I want to roll, man. Shit, I need some. You know what I mean? I need a fucking 6-pack again, man. You got work them stomach muscles, man. You be giving us exercises involuntarily. You know what I'm saying? Let's get
Right.
let's get an Earn with Hearn, man. I know you busy, but just put one out for the team. And
Right.
you know, shout out to Black for having me on, and Charles D and Tony.
Charles been
LaBrie.
working like crazy. He been busy, but I'm glad you made this one, dog.
Yeah, whole team. Angel Santos, can't forget the man, the philosopher in the building,
Yeah, man.
dropping
Breaking
that
shit
knowledge.
down.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, they don't want it to be heard, man. They fucking with his Wi-Fi, man. It's a conspiracy.
No, fucking.
That's about all
Damn.
I got, man. The entire chat, man. Shout out to everybody, man, and shout out to
Yeah.
LA Raider, man. He all right.
Yeah.
He cool.
Yeah, man. You know, we just want consistent support. Don't just you know, if you fuck with me, man, then fuck with me. But you know, like I say, I watch my subs, man. I watch people that come through, and it's certain ones they might leave a comment, but it's always to disagree. You know, a lot of times some other people come through and will show support, and you know, they don't have to reply on every video, but at least I know that they real supporters. And then there's other ones that they not really fucking with me like that. They just want to know what the fuck I'm saying or what kind of shit I'm uploading so that they can disagree. See if it's something that they can disagree with. And I don't need motherfuckers like that on this side. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about y'all niggas like that. So that's where I'm at with it, you know. But that's all we got. We got episode 15 coming soon of the Flame series. So I ain't gonna give y'all no heads up. We just gonna kick it off and do what we do. But that's all we got for this one, man. Huh?
Any closing thoughts, Charles D?
I think he muted.
Oh, did he?
I gave him opportunity. Charles.
Oh, he muted. Yeah.
He ain't muted, but something up. He just frozen on purple screen. Let's give him an opportunity. Charles, are you there? Are you there, sir? Hello? All right. He's not there. So shout out to Charles in the background. And also shout out to the niggas in the bushes. You mean?
Nah, I ain't in no bushes. You get me?
All right, we hear you now. We thought you was in the bushes, bro. Go ahead.
Nah, nigga, I switched my screen and shit. This chick keep trying to hit me on FaceTime and shit. But I'm trying not to burn my jerk chicken either because I'm cooking. But yeah, I ain't got no closing
Oh,
thoughts.
Trev said police got Charles. Stop that shit, dog.
Nah, hell no, nigga. Fuck you, nigga.
Fuck that, Trev.
Nigga, I'm free.
Time this nigga out for that, dog.
Nah, I'm free, nigga. Nah,
Bad
I'm
mojo
cooking.
emotions.
I'm trying not to burn my damn food, nigga. I'm cooking jerk chicken right now.
Oh, this nigga. No wonder you.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, it's 12. Yeah, it's 12:14 Eastern Standard Time, and I'm making jerk chicken. Yes, people, I am doing that.
You ever jerk some crab or some crawfish or something?
Nigga,
I'm fucking with you.
what?
I know you don't like that. Right.
Like, nigga, that shit, I'll toss that shit onto the side of the street.
Yeah. Let
I ain't
the
eating that
mojo
shit.
somebody get to it.
I've done that shit with steak and chicken and some other shit, but I ain't doing that shit with no goddamn seafood. I don't eat that shit.
Yeah. Well, that's all we got there for this one. UGC gave y'all 2.5 hours, man, for this one. So we might have some heat for y'all tonight. Just depends. But till the next time, man. Thank you, 1-2 Kid, Charles, and everybody in the chat. Playback gang. We out.
Bad, man. Y'all niggas be safe.
Stay woke, motherfuckers.
Sean Connery.